Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. You may know the gentleman just down below me here. His name is Damien. He is a part of the Card Guys, and if you don't know him, you should, because he has come up with one of the coolest fatigue decks I think we have ever seen. Damien, how are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great today. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. So Damien, for everybody who does not know you at home watching this, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I'm on the team, the Card Guys. I've been on the team for a little while. I've been playing Flesh and Blood since Monarch. I think I started near the end of Tales of Aria. So, but I started the game with Prism, original Prism. Loved that hero.
Okay.
But yeah. So, I don't actually think I have anything else.
Okay, that's it. That's it. He started at Monarch. He played OG Prism, and here we are. And that's it. Now here we are. Okay, listen, man, I'm here for it. Simple, to the point. So I guess, let's start off tonight. Let's talk about, your inspiration for the deck. Let's talk about calling Columbus, all the things that kind of came together, for you to top 8. We'll talk about your weekend and everything, and then we'll jump in. We will take a look at the deck list. I'd like for you to, really break down and analyze the cards that we have in your deck list tonight. And then from there, we'll if we have not talked long enough, we will play a couple of games so you can show people how powerful this deck is. But let's start off talking about your inspiration for the deck. What made you think that Fatigue Pleiades could work?
All right. So I don't know if you guys knew me a few months ago, but I was on a tear playing Huntsman. I love playing Arachne Huntsman.
All right.
I would jam like hundreds and hundreds of Huntsman games on Talishar. Sometimes I'd run into this Pleiades deck that was like pretty bad, but it was like trying to fatigue me. It wasn't playing like 9 smash up, but sometimes it would play some of them. And I was like, is there something here? One time it almost beat me, and I was like, there's got to be something broken here for what it's doing. So I started looking into it. I started playing the deck. And I realized that Tough Matchup was the most broken Revere card ever. When you're like, yeah, you like Clash, and then you reveal the top card to your deck, and you're like, well, I don't like that card, so I'm going to put it to the bottom. And your opponent's like, can I do that? And you're like, no. So that's sick. And then like you quickly realize that Up on a Pedestal is just like incredible. And In the Palm of Your Hand was never meant to be used on offense. It was meant to have 5 intellect on defense. And you're just like, this deck's crazy.
I do have to admit, I never considered using In the Palm of Your Hand as a 5 intellect defensive tool. It's kind of like you're creating your own, like, Crown of Seeds, like, kind of effect here. It's kind of interesting to think about.
What we called it was Balance of Justice 2 through 4. Is what we call it. You just cast. You just have Balance of Justice 3 times in your deck.
I gotta say, if you approached me in the dark without me knowing anything about this deck, and you'd be like, "Hey, how would you like to play Balance of Justice 2 through 4 times?" I would be all over that. Like, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's what you get. It's crazy. Sometimes your opponent likes to wait it out, and then you just play a palm. You play a pedestal and just put the counter on the palm and say, I'll move it to next turn if you're not going to do anything impressive this turn."
Well, I was like, you just get to save it, right? You just get to hang on to it until you want it, pretty much, which is broken.
That is correct. The power of suspense.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, so you were playing Huntsman. You played against this deck a few times, and you were like, man, this tough smash up card's broken. I could make something out of this. And lo and behold, you top 8 a calling with the deck. And I know that, this deck, for a lot of people, has kind of come out of nowhere, right? I think this deck has kind of taken the meta by storm, at least what I've heard, like over the last, few days. But, I knew about it weeks ago. You were like, hey, Zach, you got to play this deck. Like, this deck's really cool. And you actually tried to get me to play it for Battle Hardened Atlanta and calling Columbus. But I was like, no, I really want to play Victor. I've been playing Victor, and so on and so on. But, do you think, is there any part of you that thinks that you had some success at calling Columbus because it was a little bit of a surprise to people? Or do you think this deck is genuinely so powerful that even if they know it's coming, they can't stop you most of the time?
I think most of my games don't change if my opponent knows what I'm doing. Because by round 4, I think my opponents knew what I was doing.
Okay.
Um, it's like, yeah, that's basically like it's a very powerful deck. Even if you know what it's doing, you still have to like have a game plan for it. Like, yeah, you know I'm Fatigue. Do you know how to beat me on Fatigue? Like, is your deck built for it? Because you need to be. The original aim of the deck is you need to be this tall to ride. So even if you know even if you know what you're doing, like it even matches the Pleiades picture. She's got her hand so far off the screen that you can't see the ceiling. Um, so that's how good the deck blocks.
You gotta be this tall to ride. What a toxic name. I feel like if people could see deck names on Talishar, they'd be like, oh no, this shit's personal now. Oh, dude, that is too funny. Okay.
It's really funny though when when you ask for a card presenting. Well, first off, that should like be alarm bells when I ask you how many cards you're presenting. But
For
if you
sure.
say 60, I'm pretty sure you've lost the game unless you have like a superior in-game plan.
That's fair. I would argue that not many decks have a superior in-game plan compared to this deck. Throwing Righteous Cleansing and Pulverize late in the game is pretty powerful.
Oh yeah.
So tell everybody a little bit about your run. There was 12 rounds of Swiss, and you made top 8 playing Fatigueadeez, as I am working on coining that term. I've got the patent pending right now. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But tell everybody about your weekend. Tell everybody about your rounds.
All right, round 1. I sit down across from Ocilio. I had put a second bell in the deck that night because I had like heard that there were going to be a bunch of Ocilio players here. A bunch of like the top players are on Ocilio. I'm like, I tried to fit in a third bell, but we couldn't do that. We couldn't like actually figure out how to put in the third. We couldn't cut a card from the deck. We were like mystified. Yeah, we're just like, there's not a card good enough to put a third bell in, so we only in a second. But 2 bells is enough against. I think the average Ocilio player could never beat this deck.
Okay.
I think you have to be like an Ocilio master, or you have to be like incredibly high level because like it requires pitch stacking to beat this deck.
Okay.
And even then, sometimes with proper play, that doesn't even get there.
Okay.
So Ocilio was, I want to say it's a fairly close game. I might have won the game at like 14 or something. Round 2, I matched into my friend on Huntsman.
Oh boy, I bet that was interesting.
Oh yes, that was fun. The day prior, I matched into him as well, and I flipped over like Miller's and Rampart, and I was just testing it for the matchup because I don't get to play a lot of Huntsman, so I was just testing some stuff. And then at the calling, I flipped over Sledge, and he flipped over Scale Peeler, and I was like, I didn't flip Rampart. But he did get me in like the start of the game. He like played a Concealed Blade and equipped it a Spider Bite, and I started sweating. But turns out Sledge for 6 is like a banger.
I think that Sledge for 6 will close out games a lot faster than most people realize.
I think both hammers do. I think people sleep on like how fast Miller's closes the game.
That's fair.
Round 3, I play against OGKO. It was a unfortunate game. He played very well, but he discarded a Blood Rush from a Wild Ride and banished one off of a Beast Within. It was just a very unfortunate game. I didn't get there. KO with 1 Blood Rush is he's not too like scary on the offensive after that. So round 4. I don't know if you've heard of this guy.
No,
but I matched into
I think I heard you got to buy round 4. I don't even think you played a game round 4.
Yeah. So I'm playing against Zach, and I'm just blind flipping Righteouses. It's really just a skill diff there.
I didn't want it enough. I think that's what Taylor always says.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. My favorite part about that game was in the middle of the game, you go Peck Perfect, and I say, "Do you want to gamble?" And you go, "I'm always down to gamble." And you started drinking some water, and I postured to shove my entire armor suite in my hand in front of it, and you almost choked on your water.
I actually thought I was going to spit my water on you when you did that because I was laughing so hard, bro.
Dude, I love how like we play so fast that I can make jokes like that in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just jammed my whole hand in front of it, and that's like there was a gold man on the top of your deck, and that was like heartbreaking. Ripple Away is all lined up. You got to the end of the game and played your 9th gold mana state, and I was at such a high life total. I remember looking at the macho and going, I should just eat it to get heart value.
Yeah.
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 And I was just like, after this, you can't kill me. And it's just a battle of card density, and that's what it turned into. And, I won the game after that. I won the game at like 9. Yeah. Sledge is crazy.
Yeah, I think you were like at 8 or 9. I do like looking back on it, and I think you mentioned it after the game. I think I did make a small mistake where I had played a gold main estate and I attacked with my hammer, letting you utilize your boots on that turn cycle like late in the game. But I don't really think those 3 points would have won me the game. Like I don't know. Your righteous cleansing hitting 4 cards off the top of my deck from Peck Perfect was like, I mean, I could have cried. That was so
Dude,
bad.
You lost a gold because you had to bottom a gold main.
Yep.
And you lost a golden sun. Like,
it sucked.
Dude, I was gonna puke. Round 5, I matched into. I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good. I sit across from Gravy Bones. I'm like, 4 Gravy Bones. This guy knows how to play Gravy Bones.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the most disgusting ripple play. He's got 5 cards, and he goes port side. Or it's either 4 or 5 cards. He goes port side exchange. I go ripple. He reads ripple and goes, okay. And he discards Oyston and draws a card. And he goes, does Ripple Away last the entire turn? And I go, yes. And he looks at his hand that all makes tokens. And I go, and he's like, can I cast Loan Shark under that and still make 1 gold? And I go, you sure can. And he goes Loan Shark and then passes. And I'm like, sick. I'm like, Ripple Away.
Loan Shark to make 1 gold might be the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Dude, and that was like brutal because this was a hand I had like a sigil and I think a palm, and I just like said, all right, time to set up the ultimate defenses. So I did that, and after 5 boats, 6 ley lines, and a whaler, I finally fatigued him. I don't know how we win the gravy games. It just happens sometimes. We've actually won way more gravy games than we've lost to, which is like mental. But I still see it as a bad matchup.
I mean, I think that's a smart way to analyze it, right? Because I mean, like, if Gravy Bones sits down into you, like their hot draw versus like your hot draw is probably resulting in you losing the game if they're a high level gravy player. So I think that's the right way to analyze it. But you always want to take the wins, right? I mean, like you're never going to pass up a win.
Round 6. I played against Marionette. I think this matchup's like 90-10. Pleiades favored.
Okay.
Yeah, Miller's just like completely obliterated his deck. There was like a point in the game where I found a new line in the middle of the game. Unlike, I've got like, keep in mind, I've got like 700 games seen on this deck, right? And I'm still finding new play lines. That's crazy to me. So I have a palm in play, and I block with a smash up and an iron grip. And this was like pretty brutal. I flip a staunch off the top of my deck, and I'm thinking about bottoming it for the iron grip. And in between the 2 clashes, I just draw it with palm, make him discard off an iron grip, and then swing Miller's and Arsenal staunch.
Wow, that is crazy.
Dude, I was like, yeah, cool. This is broken. And Staunch is like the ultimate, like, I'm going to dodge Tarantula Toxin card. Staunch is counter Tarantula Toxin cleanly. There was one turn in the game, he came off a Clave, and it lasted for a few turns.
Mm-hmm.
And then I drop into a hand of Call for Backup, Double Test of Iron Grip, Staunch response. And I'm like, please throw Kiss of Death at me. And then he goes, Kiss of Death for 3. And I go, Call for Backup, Double Test of Iron Grip. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, 2 blue 8s. That's, I picked 2 blue 8s because it's actually the quickest way to get my opponent to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm like, double Iron Grip. And his hand was double Toxin. And I was like, oh. Dude, I was like, oh my gosh. Anyway, Arsenal Staunch passed. And that game was kind of brutal. Miller's just ate his deck. Like, assassins don't clash well, right?
Right. No, that makes sense.
Round 7, I'm like, please let me be 7-0, just an easy gym pairing. I sit across from Dread Scythe Florian with Remembrance, which I think at the time is a bad matchup. we've done a lot of theory talking on it. I've played the matchup maybe 3 times total, but I've done a lot of theory crafting on it.
Okay.
He didn't know how to play the matchup, and Ripple Away is a really good card. So I ended up in a very slog game, just like dragging it out with ripples and stuff, and I ended up getting that game.
Yeah, I was like, because if I remember correctly, you were 7-0, right? You and Thomas were both 7-0, right?
That is correct. We were scared about matching into each other because we both wanted to be at the top of the board.
I mean, what a good problem to have. You're worried about matching into your buddy who's also 6-0 and playing the same 80, right?
Oh yeah, dude. We have played the mirror is so fun with this deck.
Okay.
Man, it's great.
Okay.
It's
So
pulverized simulator.
for anybody who is not aware, Thomas, also known as Wet the System, made top 8 at Calling Columbus, and I believe you were the 2 seed going in or something like that. I can't remember, and Thomas was the 8 seed going into top 8.
I think I was 4th seed
Okay.
because I was higher seed than Jasker.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, no, it's so cool that both of you made top 8 playing the exact same 80. Like, I feel like that really shows the power level of this deck and how much you can be rewarded for the knowledge of how to play this deck correctly. All right, seeing the pause on Damien's face, I'm going to keep going. So Damien's 7-0.
Oh,
Tell me about day 2, dog. Tell me about day 2.
Day 2. I know one of us is playing Jasker, so we have to come up with a plan for somebody who knows the matchup and who's really good at Florian. We know he's on Remembrance. I didn't care enough to actually look up his list because I didn't know if I could find it anywhere. So we just theory crafted the matchup. And eventually, it just boils down to like looping Righteous Cleansings to never give him space to cast Germinate.
Okay.
And like rippling like his Germinates. As you guys know on stream, if you watched, I played against Jasker, round 1 of day 2, so round 8. It was a super close game. It was a really fun game, and I think a lot of people liked it. I think most people that have watched it said it was a really good game of Flesh and Blood.
Okay.
I lived on 3 after all the infinite rune chants of the end game. So round 9, I played against Majin. Hey, pitch decked the crap out of me and I died. Yeah.
I think
Yeah, that's what
he
happened.
also did that to Thomas in top 8, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I feel like if I had just like played my bell, like if I saved my bell on board for like second cycle, that's like maybe that's better. I'm not actually sure.
Okay.
If I wanted to make this Hilo matchup even better, you would play like 1 compliance or 1 more bell.
Okay.
But I only wanted to play 2 bell. The deck's already tight enough. I was like, okay, finally my first lost. And then round 10, I set across Billy on Gravy. I know he's good at Gravy, and we've played before. And I swing my hammer on turn 1, and it gets a negative counter.
Oh, no.
Ooh. And then he casts 2 Sawbones 2 turns later, and I looked at my hand, and I said, I'm going to save us both 30 minutes. And I picked up my card.
Wow.
Because there was no possible way for me to win through a Scuba and 2 Sawbones or whatever was on the board. Like, no shot. Not with a hammer on 3.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was just like, sometimes you have to high roll Gravy, and if you ever like Miller's a Ley Line or like a Portside Exchange or a Loan Shark, it's like super brutal for like gold generation.
Okay.
You just playing the numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The round after that, I'm X and 2. I'm like, please, an easy pairing. I looked down at my phone. Wouldn't you guess it? It says Brody Spurlock. I'm like, no. No. So, Acilio again.
Okay.
Super close. Yeah. You have a question?
Oh, no. Like, I was going to ask what he was playing, but you answered it, so we're good. We're good.
Oh, yeah. Skillio. Yeah, it was a super close game. He had me sweating the entire game. My bells had to be like very critical. And one of my bells, I'm pretty sure, won me the game. He played a second Channel Lightning Valley on one of his turns,
Okay.
and I belled him, and it discarded Etchings and Comet Storm. And I was like, oh, goodness. I was like, thank goodness these spells are out of the deck.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and so eventually he gave me a little bit of room with a little bit of setup, and I played like a sigil and a palm or something. I don't remember the exact sequence.
Okay.
But it gave me enough space to just like stabilize. And once you stabilize against Cecilio, when you have bells in play, the matchup starts like coming in her favor. Right? I don't think I attacked him a single time the entire game, except for near the end of the game when he started setting up, because you want to be like under their life total for Arcanite Skullcap.
Okay. No, that makes a lot of sense. Using Skullcap because in that matchup, you're able to pair AB3 with Skullcap for a total of AB6, like protection late in the game, right?
Yes.
Nice.
All right. After winning that super sweaty match, I'm like, I don't know if I'm locked for top 8 or not. I don't actually know how math works at this level. And then my next run opponent, I'll look at the phone and I go, Thomas.
Oh, you and Thomas
It's
played the
mirror.
last round of the
Mhm.
day?
Yep, it's the mirror.
Wow.
Yeah, I sit down across from him and I pull out a singular sledge and put it in the middle of the board. And I was like, this is our shared sledge. Just turn it when you're swinging it. And so we played with one singular sledge. We had so many spectators. We were just throwing haymakers at each other. I'm sure between the two of us, 7 pulverizes like 7 pulverizes and 4 righteous cleanses. 8 righteous cleansings were cast or something. So the whole matchup was just haymaker city. There was a point in the game he blocked with an iron grip, and he's like, pedestal, pulverize, and I go, pedestal, put pulverize on top, clash, tie on 4, clash, tie on 14. Dude. Oh man, dude, everybody was so excited watching that game. It's really funny. You would think a fatigue mirror actually goes to like a long amount of time, but
Sure.
the person at the lower life gets more equity out of their cards. So you're just like, sledge for 6, take 6, swing sledge, IP2 path. That happens sometimes.
That's so odd. It seems like it kind of feels like the Fatigueadeez mirror, like, breaks some of the natural rules of fatigue mirrors.
That is why it's so fun. It's so awesome. Oh man, but dude, pulverize. What a card. Dude.
Up
14.
on a pedestal to put pulverize on top? Nah, I'll respond. I'll also put up on a pedestal to put pulverize on top of my deck.
All right, we tied the clash.
Oh, that is crazy, dude. That is wild.
Dude, pedestal battles are like insane.
So who ended up winning the mirror?
I did.
Okay.
I ran him out of cards. Dude, I almost died. I was at 3 life, and I'd like throw a sledge and he jams his armor in a card, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna throw Macho. I'm so dead. I draw my first card, I'm like, second card, no. Third card, and I slowly draw my 4th card, staunch. I win. Dude,
So you ended up having staunch late in the game to be able to secure the win, and
yeah.
so
In the mirror, you're supposed to pitch your staunches down because you both enter macho range based on just the way your deck plays itself.
Okay. Yeah, Thomas just said in the chat that game was so good. So like obviously you guys both enjoyed the matchup.
I don't think I've ever played the mirror and not enjoyed it. It's so fun.
We'll have to play it sometime then because I like the fatigue mirror. Maybe you can teach me some things tonight and then we'll play the mirror sometime. You can teach me some more when you beat me on it. It'll be funny.
Yeah.
So you finished X and 2 at the calling, and you were 4th going into top 8, and Thomas was 8th. How about top 8?
Okay. I'm playing against Jasker, and the game goes about the same as it goes on stream. There were some channel plays. He just hitting me with some go again. He had a 4 wide Shadow Mount Heroic turn this game. That was kind of brutal.
Sheesh!
We had the end game board state where I started hostile encroaching him. And he had to like literally he had to throw his Rune Chance deck at me, or he's gonna have no more cards in his deck in like the next cycle or 2.
Okay.
So he throws his last attack at me, and it's exact lethal. with like the last attack in his deck, and
So
I died.
so if you get through that, you're good.
He has a blue left in his deck, literally a singular blue. It's like a Rune Rager or something.
And he had Exacxies.
Yeah, he had exactly lethal. I died. I was at 2, and the felling hit for 2 physical.
Wow. That's tough, man. That's tough, dude.
Yeah. There was a pivotal moment in the game. I thought I should IP a Ripple away, but I pitched it as a Righteous Cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
If I IP the Ripple, maybe I get there. Maybe I don't.
Okay.
I'll never know.
I mean, that's fair. No, I mean, I get it. Like some decisions we wish we could have back, but regardless, man, congrats on a great run. It's super cool to see, both you and Thomas in top 8 playing the deck. I know you guys have been working on it since like before Christmas, so it's super cool to see you guys get there. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Dinner's coming back to haunt me.
Yeah.
Guys, before we take a look at Damien's deck, if you all are interested in playing Damien's deck, you can type !deck in the chat. If you're in YouTube, it's in the description below. Also, one question I wanted to ask you before we take a look at everybody's deck is I believe you and Thomas together, if I understood that correctly, have a metafy guide for this deck. Is that true?
That is correct.
Okay. So I do not have that in the description, but what I will tell you is that I will get Damien's metafy link from him later, and I will post it in my Discord in the community content section. So if you are looking to learn more about Fatigueadeez and you want to hear it from the people that created the deck, I'm going to have it in the Discord later for you guys to check out, so you guys can check that out. Let's take a look at the deck list. Let's see. You can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So this is the exact 80 that Damien played at Calling Columbus. And we're going to take a look at it. We're going to work through. We're going to talk about some of the cards in the deck. And then if I miss anything, Damien's going to come back through and answer all the rest of the questions. And then after we do that, we are going to play some games so Damien can show you how it's done. Damien, would you like to pick the cards you like, or do you care if I pick the cards that I think are interesting and then you follow up with everything else?
Let's just start with like the core of the deck.
Let's do it.
Miller's Grindstone and 9 Toughs matchup.
All right. Miller's Grindstone. Hit me with it, dog.
This is Victor's signature weapon. It's a shame he can't use it like us.
This guy. We have him on the stream one night and he's like this.
So, Miller's Grindstone is a 3-for-4 that comes in, and when it hits a hero, you clash with them. If you win the clash, they mill a card, and if you lose the clash, it gets a counter. The counter and the matchups that you swing it like blind in, it doesn't really matter if it gets a counter. All you're looking for is a card.
Okay.
The way that this thing never misses is by opting with. You have like 1 Fate Proceed in your deck, which is nice, but you also have like Call for Backups and Toughs matchups. You can like know that your Miller's Grindstone is not going to miss by clashing, and you can bottom the misses with the Smash Up to make sure that you basically get like Victor's hero ability, but it's on a 3-block. To like re-rig the clash.
Okay.
That's really sick.
Well, and I feel like, and we'll talk about it here in a minute, but Tough Smash Up also lines up as one of those cards that you can sink a card. So if you see a card you're not looking for, or if you see a miss, you can sink it, and then your probability of hitting, I assume, goes up pretty significantly.
Yeah, it's substantial. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what the best card to reveal off a Tough Smash Up is?
What's that?
Remembrance, because you don't have to draw it.
Oh, man.
You're just like, to the bottom you go.
So, playing Miller's Grindstone always comes with a cost. It is a card, like a weapon that does come with a downside potentially. And, you talked about against Billy Pistol in Swiss, you missed on a counter, it went to 3, and you lost to double Sawbones because you didn't have an efficient way to clear allies for the rest of the game. Are there matchups other than Gravy Bones where swinging Miller's Grindstone in the dark has significant risk for you?
Yeah, KO.
Okay.
But if Miller's ever milled a card against KO, it's still better than Titan's Fist.
Okay.
And you can always be smart with swinging Millers into KO. Basically, you have to play it into him because you need Rampart. Rampart denies Gauntlets of Tyrannical Rex, which is like very important over a long game. So, also into Prism, I would never like let this get a counter into Prism.
Mm-hmm. No, that makes sense. You need this to clear allies against Prism.
Yep.
Okay. You mentioned earlier, balance of justice, but I'm not seeing it in your list. Was there a reason that balance didn't make the cut?
So balance was originally for KO, but when you play against KO enough times, you realize that he can't kill you in the middle of the game. It's pretty difficult for him to do that. Your deck blocks way too well, way too efficiently, and you lose because you get decked from like the pure like damage that KO's cards has. That
Okay,
was like the first thing we found out. And you know what Balance Justice doesn't do? Give your deck card density.
that's
Like
fair.
yeah, it's like you're drawing a card, but you're not dying in the middle of the game anyway. So like the card is just blocking 3. It would have blocked for 3 later. So it didn't quite do anything.
Okay,
And it's a card out of deck.
I mean that's fair. And plus, like Skullcat blocks for 3 whenever you need it to, so that lines up pretty well. I'm assuming as well.
Yes.
Okay, so you said let's start with the core. The other thing that you mentioned was Tough's matchup. Now I noticed you're on 9. Tell me all about this card.
Oh, when you clash and you win it, you get a toughness. And when your opponent wins, they get a toughness and get like baited into blocking your hammer for 4, which is super sick. And it lets you pitch deck cards that you don't want to draw. Like it lets you pitch deck without drawing cards. That's like incredible. Like aren't there cards in your deck that you never want to draw in first cycle?
I mean, that does seem very powerful. And you just mentioned, like,
Yes.
putting Remembrance to the bottom because you're not interested in seeing it first cycle. And man, I mean, this seems awesome. This seems like it does everything you want it to do.
Yeah, I like imagine this. Your opponent gets a toughness, but you're a fatigue deck. So if they give you a card, like who cares? Like you're trying to take cards from them when you're attacking them. So it doesn't really matter if they block for more.
That's fair. Do you ever use this as a 3 for 7 or a 3 for 6, like at the yellow, or is
Yeah,
this just always a
it
3
kills
block?
the yellow and red kill Humperdinck and Chum.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they have flexibility depending on the matchups.
Yeah, I have thrown many smash ups at people. Like there are certain matchups you need to kill your opponent, and 7 is bigger than 4.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
That checks out. So one of the other cards that really stands out to me, and there's quite a few of them here that I want to talk about, but I want to talk about Test of Iron Grip because the first time you ever showed me Test of Iron Grip in this deck, I was like, dog, you're crazy. Like, I was like, we miss with this sometimes playing Victor, and it feels awful. So I was like, you're playing this and you don't even get to reclash? That's wild. But you have shown how powerful this card really is. What gives you the confidence to play Test of Iron Grip in your deck, even though it does have some potential downside?
Let me put it this way. Let's say that you block with Test of Iron Grip and you lose the clash.
Okay.
The worst case scenario is you turned 2 cards into your hand into 2 blocks.
Okay.
Because if you like do the math, you blocked for 4, which is above 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you discarded a card. So basically, you turn 2 cards into 4 block, which is basically turning 2 cards into 2 block. So
Okay.
it's like fine even if you lose. But the upside of winning it is like, I've blocked with this card for 15. Like, like my gosh, this card's crazy. Also, you are in control of your deck most of the time. Like you can manipulate the top of your deck and know what it is. You can know if this card is safe. There's even play lines where like you save it to be that last card to block. And so it doesn't actually matter that you could have a miss on the top of your deck.
Okay. No, I mean, lining it up as like the last card to block with against certain decks could be very powerful. I can see that like against Syndra. Syndra, since the bans have been including Snatch a lot of decks. So, I mean, saving this for a Snatch seems very broken.
What is also really funny is if you ever have like a Fiddler's Green in your hand with Hits of Iron Grip, you just jam it, you lose it, you discard Fiddlers, and you gain 3 life.
Oh, that's awesome. Man, I would be so salty if you did that to me. If I won a clash against you, you discarded fiddlers, I would tilt so fast. Oh, that's hilarious. Um, there are a lot of there's quite a few 3-ups in your deck, but there's a lot of 2-ups as well about earlier, but I think that we should talk about a little bit is in the palm of your hand, and you referred to this as a defensive tool instead of an offensive tool. Walk me through that. Why is this better on defense?
Just like since you're a deck that like wants to, you want to send millers every turn, and you're a deck that like epitomizes defense.
Mhm.
So how certain decks get over fatigue is they like to set up, they like to damage stack, overlay certain amounts of damage, and then pass to the next turns. What Palm lets you do is overlay defense and move it to the next turn, to like counter their setup. So it's like pretty brutal to try to set up against this deck sometimes because you could actually lose like upwards like 15 points from attempting to set up against this deck. Like if I like play a Palm, play a Sigil, Arsenal a Sink, and then drop into like a Grip, which is like actual worst case scenario, you passing is just lost you the game.
Wow.
Like, you know, which has happened to people. I've done that sequence to like Dash IOs that have cast a Teklo Pounder. Like it's so bad.
See, that's crazy. And poor Dash IO. Dash IO probably already has like a hard enough time with this, I'm sure anyway.
Oh, it's pretty bad, yeah.
Let's see. Somebody said hang on one second. Somebody said the stream died. Oh god. Not tonight, internet. I know Damien's camera went away for a minute. God, do not tell me
I'm fatiguing your internet.
I was like, dog, you're fatiguing the stream. How is that even possible? Okay, it looks like we're back. Can we get like a check really quick? Somebody in chat, just let me know that the stream's still here. Stream is good now. Okay, it looks like it's still going on Twitch with no issues. Okay, all right. Stream's good. All right, stream's back. I think there was a little bit of lag, but all right, we're good. All right. Sorry. So you were just talking about how broken this card can be, setting you up basically, with you referred to it earlier as Balance of Justice 2 through 4, which I mean, hey, Balance of Justice 2 through 4 at $5 a piece. At least I can't imagine the palm of your hand's that expensive. Maybe you know more.
You want to know some really funny play lines you could have with this card?
Yes, please.
So you block with Call for Backup, and you pick you pick CNC and a card you know they'll never give you back, and like which is like another Call for Backup or something, and then it goes to the top of the deck and they're like, I just want Arsenal next turn, and then you go Palm Tunic CNC, and your opponent's just like, that's not okay.
Man, that is. This card seems so dumb. This card seems so dumb.
Dude, it's the reason to play like Pleiades. You can't play this defensively with any other Guardian unless you play Attention Grabbers, right?
That's fair. That makes sense. I mean, God, even when I was playing Attention Grabbers in Lyeth, we were still using it most of the time as an offensive tool to be able to draw an extra card or to be able to get a counter off of something. Like it has always seemed like an offensive tool. When you said I'm using this for defense, I was like, dog, Damien's living in 2040, bro, and I'm just over here hanging out. Like, this is crazy. You mentioned a minute ago, you talked about something. Hang on. You said, Kevin, thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. I appreciate that. 5 months, brother. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. You mentioned that, this is like one of the reasons to play the deck. Let's talk about the real reason to play the deck. I mean, come on, dude. Up on a Pedestal is broken. Walk me through this card, bro.
This card is a blue, no block. It says 2. This card does not block. Yeah, it costs 0. It's an instant aura that enters with 2 suspense counters. When it enters and leaves, you can put any Guardian or Revered attack action on the top of your deck. You use this card to rig clashes, loop righteous. The reason that this deck has so many 1-ofs is it's more like a toolbox deck. Pedestal can grab you anything you need at the current moment. Dude, when you're playing against like a Sledge Mirror and you're just pedestaling Diggin and making 3 toughness every turn and blocking Sledge with 1 card and sending it back Sledge, it just feels so illegal sometimes. Or like playing Infinite Righteous Cleansing, or grabbing back Clash of Bravado against decks that like to put auras into play. It's just, this card's insane.
It seems broken. It was one of the cards that, ironically, Taylor actually mentioned he thinks could see a ban at some point in time.
It's pretty brutal to ban this card, right? Because then you're like pseudo banning like Karai's Loop, right? For like a
Sure.
moment maker variant of the deck. But this card is every Guardian card to ever exist has to pass through Pedestal.
Man, that
And
is
that's
phew, thinking about that is intense.
like if you just like sit and think for a minute, if this deck could play Starstruck or Crippling Crush, this card would be banned.
Chat, somebody get this guy. Somebody get this guy. We do not need Pleiades to be able to play Starstruck or Crippling Crush, okay? Let's leave Bravo cards in the Bravo deck.
Dude, I am just like, I think about it every time. I'm just like, if I could cast like, I don't know, like 10 copies of Crippling Crush in a game, like, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense. I'd be pretty happy about playing 10 copies of Crippling Crush in a game too.
It's funny because the attack you're throwing is followed up by the same attack.
Man, I feel like somebody's going to watch this and play against this deck and they're going to go, God, it's so annoying.
Dude, I know. Yeah, so
up on a pedestal, absolutely insane, absolutely bonkers. And you actually kind of like segued into like some of the other cards that I wanted to talk about. You mentioned this deck being like a toolbox deck and having so many different options, like so many different like things that you can get back and you can play. And one of them that I wanted to talk about was Diggin, because I felt like I remembered seeing an earlier version of the deck that played like, 2 or 3 copies, and you were pretty adamant about how powerful that was, but now you're only playing one. What was the rationale? What did you add? What did to go down to one copy of Dig In to make the deck more efficient?
Ripple Away. I had to make room for Ripple Away.
Okay.
And Ripple Away is one of the most broken cards in the deck. Like, Dig In is still, like, if somebody asks me what to play over Heart of Findle, it's usually Dig In. Like, this card is crazy. Like, Rampart blocks Dig In gives you 2 toughness.
Okay.
And blocks with your Rampart, it gets it on the chain against certain decks. That's all that matters. Yeah. In any matchup, your opponent's looking to go tall, or you need more card density. Dig In is the card to play. Right?
Okay. No, that makes sense. You mentioned another card that, as Victor, I hate to see. And this card has been very good, especially with Florian, like at Calling Columbus, with how popular Florian was. I think this felt like a really good pull. How do you think Ripple Away fits into the deck and the format moving forward now that Florian has hit Living Legend?
Ripple Away is still just an amazing control piece to keep decks doing unfair things in check. Like, the Marionette can never just, like, flick their Chalicera safely and recast an Orb Weaver, right?
Okay.
They can never just, like, rip an Orb Weaver while you have a Ripple Away. Ripple stops Graves' Gold generation. Something very niche that makes Valda really sad is when they play an Aftershock and they think they're going to get a Seismic Surge for their Leyline. And they don't.
I like that. I like that.
It stops Goldman Estate. Stops so many degenerate things. Has super collateral damage into Puffin, Rip Puffin. They go Cog Workshop and you ripple it away and they have no Cog to crank, so their AP is gone.
I think that happened to me one night on stream, actually. I think we were streaming one night playing Puffin and somebody ripple awayed me before it was cool, I guess you could say. And I remember I was super sad about it because they took my action point. It was awful.
Funny thing about Ripple Away, one time I accidentally used it offensively. I was playing, we were testing the KO matchup internally, and I had rippled an agility token from a agile windup, and then he swung his claw. He's at 1 life, right? And I blocked with a smash up, and he wins the smash up, but the Ripple Away stopped him from getting a toughness, so my hammer came in for 4 and still asked for 2 cards because he couldn't make the toughness because I just
wow.
Dude, I was like, oh my gosh.
Using Ripple Away as an offensive tool is hilarious. Like that
Dude,
cracks me up.
It was on accident. It was so on accident, but I was like, wow. This card's crazy.
Amazing, dude. I love it. So you're still gonna have Ripple Away in the deck moving forward.
Oh yeah, it's just too like if anything, like it makes the gravy matchup significantly better.
Okay. That's fair. No, I mean I think that alone is probably enough reason to keep it where it's at. So that checks out.
Yep.
Another interesting card that I want to talk about that I was honestly expecting there to be more of this card in the deck is Turning Point. You know, Turning Point being like a 5 block that could potentially set up Confidence to do crazy things. I was expecting there to be more of this card, but you're only on one. What was the rationale for one Turning Point?
Oh, this is gonna sound super wild. It's already hard to like block with Skullcap twice. You're like winning the game too much to have 3 copies of this card in your deck. When you're winning, this card loses you the game. When you're losing, this card wins you the game. Like that's like the polarizing aspect of this card. And so it turns out that we were just winning too often to play 3 because it makes us worse.
What a crazy thing to say out loud. Hey, I was winning too much, so I had to cut this card from my deck that was, you know, only good if I was losing the game. I was up on life too much. I was winning too much. I mean, we should just end the stream here. There is not a better note to end the stream on. That is absolutely wild to say, bro.
But if you're winning and you can't stop a very pivotal on hit because this card blocks 2, you're just gonna scream.
That is absolutely wild. That I don't know. Like my brain is having such a hard time processing that. Like that's crazy. That's hilarious. Oh. All right. One of the other like, you know, like more broken cards I would say that we have in the deck that we haven't really had a chance to talk about is Call for Backup. Call for Backup feels absolutely insane and there's not really a good choice for your opponent. Tell me about this.
Yeah, I love this card. It's block with it, pick one of my blue 8s. Yep, that's what this card is. So it blocks for 2, but it rarely ever like matters that it blocks for 2 because sometimes people like to slide your toughness tokens by sitting like a smaller number. And Call for Backup just like blocks for 3 when you have a toughness, so it doesn't matter. And then it puts a card on the top of your deck, and then you Iron Grip them. And it's just like, yeah, this card's crazy. Oh man.
So this card does it
Also
all.
kills Humperdinck. Yeah, it kills Humperdinck.
I mean, having more efficient like a 2-card 7 that kills Humperdinck or like a Chum also makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Having that versatility in that matchup seems like it could matter a lot when it comes down to it.
Also, when you remembrance Call for Backups, you're remembrancing 5 cards.
Yo, that's wild to think about.
Yeah, ban Remembrance, please.
Okay. All right. I was saving this one for as long as we could push it back, but now I have to hear your take on this. I am someone that plays a lot of Remembrance. You know, Visit Goldmane Estate Remembrance is a hell of a drug. I won't lie to you. It's very, very powerful. But I do think Remembrance needs to be gone. Give me your take.
I've never sat across from somebody and cast or had it cast against me and go, yes, this is how I want to play Flesh and Blood. Let's cast Remembrance. Because Remembrance induces toxic game states of like, do you play more Remembrances than me?
Yeah.
Like, you can't play that game. That game is so boring and uninteractive. And it's just like, man, this card needs to go. In a game of limited resources, this card is too toxic.
I do agree that Remembrance definitely creates unfun game states and like toxic play patterns. And I think, you know, like I think I like to use Victor as my example. Because, you know, this card just makes it to where like if you are playing this like slow, grindy fatigue deck, most of the time, if I'm playing 2 copies of Remembrance, I'm gonna cast Goldmane Estate 9 times. Like, I don't know how I'm ever going to lose games. Like, most of the time, the Pleiades deck is one of those matchups that like actually gives me a run for my money when I'm doing that. But I think most of the time, like just playing Goldmane Estate 9 times will win you the fatigue matchup, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, but you cast it 9 times against me and threw a macho for like 17, and I was at 38, and I just like didn't block it.
Hi, listen, I know, which is crazy. It is crazy work that I played. That I played 9 copies of Goldmane Estate, 5 of which were hit by Ripple Away. By the way, I want everybody to keep that in mind at home. And still was not able to close the game out, which is just absolutely bananas. Absolutely bananas. So we've talked about a lot of the cards in the deck. There are a couple of other ones that I want to talk about, and then I'd like for you to fill in the gaps that I've missed here. But there is something really interesting to me is that your split of Sink Belows and Favor Scenes is not like 3 and 3, it's 2 versus 1. Walk me through how the decision was made for us to get there.
All right, so one day I was talking with Brandy, and we were on 3 Sink Belows. And he's like, dude, I want to play Fate Scene in this deck, Damien. I'm like, we don't have room. And he's like, I'd really love to opt before I block with Test of Iron Grip. And I go, okay. And so I just ripped 1 Sink out of the deck and put in 1 Fate, and it's been like completely broken.
Is there any consideration for you to go play 3 Favor Scenes?
No, because Sink Below bails you out of some really bad hands.
Okay.
Yep. Like when you pedestal and then sink into your pedestal target. That's crazy.
That does seem very broken. That does seem very, very broken. Okay, so 2 sinks, 1 fate. You're also on 2 Oasis Respite.
Also, when the Huntsman casts Hunter Hunted and sees 1 Fate Scene on top of your deck, he goes, "Oh, gotcha!" And then he goes, "I go, I only play 1."
Oh man, we are now teching for the Huntsman matchup. What a time to be alive!
Dude, Hunter Hunted is so weird against this deck. Do you see how many 1-ups are in this deck? I had a pile of 1-ups.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, you're on 1 of Dig In, you're on 1 of Pulverize, 1 of Boulder Drop, 1 of Encroachment, 1 of Bravado. Like, you have all kinds of 1-ofs.
Yep.
So, let's talk about this card. Let's talk about Hostile Encroachment. Walk me through this.
This card is Mask of Recurring Nightmares at the end of the game. You know how Nu would strip your hand with her helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was like, what if we just did that with a 3 for 8 every turn with up on a pedestal? At the end of the game, when your opponent's trying to like weapon battle you at the end of the game, they have no more cards in their deck. It just invalidates every in-game strategy a deck could combat this deck with. Like Phoenix Flame Loop, Hostile Encroachment. Syndra's Dagger Loop, Hostile Encroachment. Deck's just trying to swing a hammer at you or something. It's just like 8 on Crush, discard a card. You're gonna run out of cards if I pedestal this twice.
Interesting. So you're on 1 of simply for the late game, just for like that anti-late game synergy against other decks.
Yeah. It's also got 8 power. It clashes extraordinarily well.
That's true. It's also a 2-card 8, which is kind of cool.
It also comes in EA.
Didn't you buy EA copies while we were there? Didn't you tell me about this?
Yeah, I did. The EA looks so much better than the not EA.
I believe it. If they were cheap, they won't be soon, I'm pretty sure.
I think they were $3
wow.
at the event. Yeah. And Fault Line and Renounced Granger were 15 each or something. And this one was $3 or something. Dude, this card was so not looked at.
All right, so I gotta buy some EAs of this card. Himmel, if you're watching, just throw them in a box and ship them to me, brother.
You know how this card got added to the deck?
I would love to hear the story.
Deck. All right, so you know me. I'm playing on Talishar. I match into Kasai, which is like a 100-0 matchup. This is before I learned to pitch deck my Iron Grip, so I'm just playing the game, right?
Okay.
And we get to the end of the game, and he has 4 cards in his hand. And he just keeps pitching riches over and over again, using his life total as leverage. And then he raises for like 12.
Oh, wow.
And I get incredibly tilted.
I believe that.
Dude.
I believe that.
And so I literally went to Fabry and just went, I sent Thomas a message. I said, on Crush, discard a card with no context. And I searched it up on Fabry and then added 1 copy of the deck. And then it's just been broken. This card's crazy. I bet every time I get tilted by a matchup I shouldn't lose, I add another card to the deck.
Oh, I see. So we're just
Yeah.
actually playing off like getting rage baited by like randoms on Talishar.
That is correct. But you find some of the craziest tech by getting rage baited on Talishar.
That is very true. I have found some of the most interesting cards in the game by being deep in the tank late at night, laying in bed, looking at Guardian cards. Oh, all right. So what have I missed? Like, what are some of the big pieces that I've missed that you feel like really highlight what the deck's trying to accomplish?
Oh, Righteous Cleansing.
Tell me about it, dog. Tell me about it.
It is a 7 for 10 that says, "Give me 7 block or lose." Like this card exudes like I'm going to win the game energy. Like you just start throwing this thing at people and it just comes in for 10. Like at the end of the game, 10's a lot. It's a fourth of your life total. Your starting life total. Like this thing is like, Yep.
This
Ooh, I want an EA of this card.
is there an EA of this card? Does that exist?
No, I said I want one. I said I want an EA of this card.
I was like, dude, I
Can you
didn't even know
imagine
that.
This card would look sick in the EA.
Didn't even know. I was like, dog, I didn't even know EA of this existed. You were like turning my like the whole brain, like my whole cog was starting to spin there. That's hilarious.
Dude, if anything needs an EA, it's the 9 copies of Tough Smash Up. Feels like an Armory promo.
Weren't there promos of this card somewhere?
I don't think so.
What am I thinking of? There's promos of something. Is it Dig-In? Is there Dig-In promos?
Yeah, there are Dig-In promos.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. So, you think Tough Smash Up is next? You think that's the next promo we'll get?
I hope so. That's the dream.
I mean, hey, for you, I'm hoping it happens, buddy.
Yeah, the cards we haven't gone over, they consist of just like some blues, Clash of Bravado, which is just good for Aura Destruction, and Midas Touch for like Prism. Just like simple tech cards you need to beat certain matchups.
Anti-loop tech, also very good at like helping with gravy in random spots, I assume.
Yep. You can ripple away your own Midas Touch.
Yo, what?
Yeah, if they have a Rigamorso on the board, you can Tunic counter Midas, discard Ripple, and then like Hammer or Scuba, and they make no gold.
That's such an interesting use of Ripple Away. I never considered that.
You just have to have the cards in hand to do it, but it's like really interesting, right?
Yeah, no, I mean for sure. If they give you enough breathing room, it seems very powerful. Let's see. I also just run on one of Pulverize. Is Pulverize just for like the super grindy matchups?
Oh gosh, dude, this one Randy was begging me to cut this from the deck because it's for the mirror, and he was like, David, can we all just like gentlemen's? This was like the night before the call. He's like, can we gentlemen's agreement to cut Pulverize because it's literally only for the mirror. And I go, I know, but it's too late.
But it's too late.
We can't communicate it to the other Fatigue Pleiades in time.
That's so funny.
We have to play this copy of Pulverize. And now with the deck being popular, you're forced to play this copy of Pulverize.
Okay.
Because you can't pedestal battle a Pleiades when they play Pulverize. Righteous does not beat it.
Is there any consideration to playing a second Pulverize?
No.
Just one?
Yeah.
Are there any decks you play this against other than the mirror?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you throw it at Decimator, so they can't swing their axe back. It's really funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, any deck that, like, just drive passes into you, and you just, like, have a Pulverize and a Tunic counter, you're just like, 14.
You're like, cool, here you go.
Like, you want to pass? I can hurt. I can hurt real bad.
Oh, that's too good, dude. That is too good. All right, so I think we've hit a lot of the cards in the deck here that we're playing. Like obviously, like Thunderquake, Cranial Crush, Standing Ovation. Even though Standing Ovation does have text on it, it feels like in this matchup it is just another blue 6 for 8.
There's one card you didn't go over, and it's to be continued.
Okay, hit me with the to be continued, Sauce Dog.
It says the first time you would be dealt damage, prevent 1 of that damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you remove your counters for blocking with your palms and stuff, you move all the counters over to this card. This card is actually broken. Like, into Marionette, if you resolve this card and put it on the board, it's pretty hard to get marked. Like, they can't flick you. Their dagger for 1 comes in for 1. It just stops it. Into Syndra, it stops flick knives. They can't blood splatter. Into other matchups, it just incrementally stays on the board. I've played matchups where I've cast this on turn 2 and it's still in play on turn 11. Like, this card is like a blue block question mark.
So I remember you playing this against me, and it did get a pretty decent amount of value. You can remove counters from up on a pedestal to keep this in play, and you can remove counters from in the palm of your hand. Is that the only other cards we have, the suspense cards to move counters around with?
We used to be on Hunger for More to put more counters on it, but Hunger for More was a card that I tilted on and cut it from the deck.
Okay. What made you cut Hungry for More for the deck, and what did you add for it?
And a side event, it got me killed because it blocked 2.
I see.
Yep. And I put in Fiddler's Green.
Did you do how many copies? Were you playing 2 copies of Hungry for More?
Yep.
And now we're playing 2 copies of Fiddler's Green because Hungry for More blocks for 2 and you died.
Yep, that's correct.
Damien, you have some of the most interesting thought processes I've ever seen in my life, dog. You lost in a side event and decided, nah, fuck it, Fiddler's Green, baby. We're not playing 2 blocks in this house.
That's correct.
You are one of a
There's
kind,
a lot
brother.
more. There's a lot more in depth thinking than this. Hungry for More always took your Tunic counter, and Tunic can be used on Rampart, and that's pretty like obstructive. Even though it can float to your 2B, it's not worth it. Fiddler's Green actually abuses your toughness in a really funny way.
Okay.
Let's pretend that you overmake toughness. You have like 2 toughness, and somebody throws a CNC at you. If you give 2 3 blocks, you block 8 on a CNC. But if you give 1 card in a Fiddlers, you actually gain 3 life from them casting CNC.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. That's insane.
Yeah. So it abuses the fact that you make over toughness.
Okay.
So it's like really sick.
All right. So Fiddler's Green broken, Hungry for More trash.
I feel like if we played Cries of Encore, Hunger for More wouldn't be bad. Cries is also a bad card in this kind of deck, I think. Even though I know people play Cries and like it.
Is Cries the 3 for 7 that like you can like recast something if it hits or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there ever a world where you were playing Cries of Encore in your list?
Yeah. I tested it at 3, and then I tested it at 2, and then I tested it at 1, and then I cut it. And then I put it back at 1, and I said, ugh, and then I cut it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've talked about the deck. We've talked about the cards you're playing, some cards you've cut, and things that you've tested. Walk me through, like, what would you say are? Give me like 3 of the best matchups to play against this deck, like things you want to play against.
Kasai.
Okay.
Marionette.
Okay.
And there's like so many of them actually. Hold on. We have a tier list actually of matchups. Hold on, let me see if I can find this.
A tier list of matchups.
Yeah. Thomas, can you send it to me so I don't have to find it?
If you have it, send it to me and I'll pull it up on screen.
Yeah.
And we can talk about it. I can share it from the Discord and we can talk about it.
So while that gets sent to me, do
Sure.
you have any more questions?
Well, okay. My other question was going to be, what matchups do you not want to see? But I feel like the tier list is going to answer all of this.
Oh, yeah.
And I apologize. Whenever we get the tier list, Damien's camera is going to go away for a few seconds.
It's going to look so biased. But it's all correct.
I mean, all right. So it's going to look biased, but it's all correct, huh? So
yeah.
Was it real? Like, who made this tier list with you?
We made it on stream.
Oh, did you guys make it on Tuesday on the stream?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so guys, for anybody who does not know, Damien, is a part of the Card Guys. I think everybody is aware of that. If you're not, stop living under a rock. You now are aware of that. Damien streamed on Tuesday night and actually did like a really big recap. I think Thomas was there.
Also pulled in every Pleiades player that we put on the deck in our Discord. Apart from 2 of them that were like at an RTN. We went over there a week. All right. You got sent the screenshot.
In your DMs. All right, Damien's camera's gonna go away for a second. Hang on, let me save this image really quick. Fatigueadeez tier list. Okay. We've got that saved. Damien's back. Let me get this pulled up really quick. Downloads, Fatigueadeez tier list. All right, here we go. Yo, we got to make this larger. This is crazy.
You got to make it larger.
Okay, I don't know why there is a box over the Syndra thing, but this is interesting.
I don't know either.
All right, here we go. Let's talk about this. So we're going to immediately start with your unfavored matchups. Kano's not real and can't hurt us. This is the first time I've said this, and it's true.
Yep.
Gravy Bones is an unfavored matchup, which we've talked about a little bit, and Teklovos is an unfavored matchup. For all of our Teklovosan lovers out there, walk me through that.
Okay, so we don't currently play Warhorn in the list, but if we did, we'd Warhorn Cognition nodes. Basically, it's just like, yeah, I know, right? We've played this matchup. We actually tested this. Yeah, so basically, they're just throwing 9 overpower the whole game. And it's not like you can't cover it. You block Marlin's like 14 overpowered really consistently, but like it can get sketchy at some point, and Singularity is a really crazy card. Basically, this matchup is a draw. I don't think either you could kill each other within a time limit of 55 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like that's why it's an unfavored matchup, is I don't think any of either you actually win the game.
Okay. Okay. As we move up a tier, we have Rhinar. Now, I've already got my buddy Trent, top 8 Trent for everybody that knows him, saying that we should move this down a tier. Tell me why this is slightly unfavored as opposed to unfavored.
Oh, I can beat Rhinar's. Okay. That's why it's slightly unfavored. If you don't intimidate the right cards, you don't win. I still hit you. I swing sleds every turn. I put you in a claw.
Okay. So you're basically just forcing Rhinar to go crazy to kill you.
Yes.
Okay. So we have some unfavored matchups, some slightly unfavored matchups, and we have even matchups. So these are matchups that you feel are 50-50.
That is correct.
Okay. So 50-50. We have Huntsman, Phi, Florian, who can no longer hurt us. KO Armed and Dangerous, Levia sneaking in there. Ocilio, Bolton, Verdance, my boy, Victor, the horse on there. By the way, you get major brownie points for having picked the actual horse picture to put on there. and we have the Fatigueadeez mirror, which is not real and can't hurt us. I'm kidding. Walk me through the even matchups.
Huntsman is very skill-based. You have to, like, spend the whole game trying to dodge Hunter or Hunted. The contract cards are annoying. The daggers make your cards block for less. You have to maneuver, like, really hard and continuously swing sledge every turn. Okay. It's just, like, incredibly skill-based. And, like, man, Double Trouble Just Nick is scary.
Okay.
Phi. He's basically a Draconic Ninja, right? He's just throwing attacks you the whole game. He's got the Phoenix Flame loop at the end of the game.
Yep.
If you leak too much damage, you cannot encroachment loop him before he hits, like, the Phoenix Flame stack.
Okay.
Florian. We don't need to talk about it too much, but if your Ripple Waves don't line up, you'll die to Germinate.
Okay.
KO. He clashes good. His numbers are big. He's pretty hard to fatigue, but you fatigue them most of the time anyway.
Okay.
Levia. She has this recursion package. Like, she could just die to her own blood debt. You know the issue with this hero.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, she could just die to herself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if she doesn't, though, she has a recursion package that's really hard to beat. So that's why it's even. I've played the match a few times. You know, it is what it is.
Levia has one of the most powerful end games I think we have in Flesh and Blood to this day. And I know that that's a pretty aggressive statement, but like what she flips into is crazy powerful late in the game. So if she's able to not die to herself, she can do some crazy stuff.
Like Blood Rush on Blasphemous Flip is just like it's always 30 damage. It's like always so much.
No, that makes sense. Mort, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. I appreciate you being here and hanging out. You know what? Before we talk about the rest of the even matchups, this is a great segue. Guys, if you are here for the first time and you are new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. They are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Damien, you have not answered these 3 questions, dog. Answer those questions for everybody at home, brother.
Oh man, what got me into the game?
Yep.
I liked the way that Prism operated. I was like, I came from Magic, I started looking at this Flesh and Blood game, and I was like, Prism looks very interesting. So I started playing that, and it turned out Luminaris was broken.
Fair.
Yeah. Obviously you know me. I'm Damien from the Card Guys. I play almost every deck in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing a lot of Fatigue recently, though. And I'm about to hit you with the sauce. My favorite hot dog topping is ketchup.
You did not just say I'm gonna hit you with the sauce and then just say ketchup. Oh my god, dude. Listen, no judgment, dude. I've seen some very interesting hot dog toppings asking that question. So ketchup, nothing wrong with that.
That's right, the classic.
All right, so
it is the sauce, yeah.
I mean, literally the sauce. Okay, so tell me about Acilio. Why is this matchup even?
Because you have to be incredibly skilled not to leak enough damage to like die to like rend their like pitch deck, right? You need to know when to block. There were moments in my Acilio games in the week where I chose to not block physical damage because I knew that they were going to throw an Etchings of Arcana, and I needed to stop the surge.
Okay.
So I had to like hope that they wouldn't just like punch stop right there and then like not throw the spell. But they throw the spell, and I AB6 with 2 blues. I stopped the surge trigger.
Nice.
So you got to know how to block, know when to block, and then know exactly what their deck's trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah, you got stay under their life total the whole game so that you have AB6. But it's just a hard matchup, right? They throw a lot of damage. It's split. They can amp really high, and they're a wizard, so it's even.
Well, it seems like a tough matchup against especially like high level Acilio players. Like I would say like the Majin Bays of the world.
I don't think like mid-level Acilios touch this deck. You have to like know how to pitch deck.
All right, so if I'm testing Acilio tomorrow and I see Fatigueadeez, just leave. Roger that.
Yep, that's right.
Oh. All right. Bolton sneaks onto the list at even. For all the Bolton lovers out there, what makes this even?
Oh my gosh, dude. This guy will give you a run for your money. It's just his hero ability. It makes like more than half of your deck block for 2. And his spike turns are like massive.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're like Tunic V, double charge. You gonna leak 6 or you gonna leak 5 or you gonna block some cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they go give a go again Raiden for 5. And you're like, okay, am I gonna block Raiden or am I gonna leak? And then they go Snatch for 6. You go, oh, that's bad. And then they give it go again, and they play Bolt of Courage, and you go, oh, that's worse. or they go Bolting Blade for 9. You go, ugh. And then they play all that, and then they like cast Remembrance, the unhealthy card, and put back 3 V for Vanguards, and then do it times.
Okay.
That sucks.
So, Bolton scary, big spike turns.
Yep. His spike turns just like it makes your hand block worse, and his spike turns are big, right?
Okay.
It's not that his spike turns are big that are the problem; it's that your hand blocks.
No, that makes sense. What about Verdance?
Verdance. This is a dead even matchup. The entire game is played in like 3rd cycle. Nothing matters outside of 3rd cycle.
Okay.
Like you could gain life, take damage, leak, like swing Millers the whole game, but like if Miller's ever mills like a Rampage growth, the game's over, by the way. That's it.
Okay.
But like at like 3rd cycle, you're playing this game where you have an Echoes in play. Echoes literally just says you cannot Arsenal Rampage growth. That's all it says. And so during those portions, you're throwing like Command and Conquers, threatening the spell in their arsenal, threatening a pulse. You're playing Righteous Cleansing. You're trying to look for their Rampage growths before they can get to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's basically it. You're just like you save all of your disruption for like second, third cycle, and you just start throwing it at them. And if their deck can't contend with it, they won't beat you.
Okay, fair enough. So, let me ask you this. If Verdance flips over Waning Moon, do you think the matchup just becomes like almost free for you, or do you think it's still a struggle?
No, it's still both weapons are hard.
Okay.
I originally thought Waiting Moon was free, and then I lost to it, and I was like, okay, I have to look at the matchup now. So I have a plan for both strategies
Okay.
now. So they're both like relatively different, but because with Waiting Moon you can actually live the combo turn. With Search and Aethertide, you cannot. So yeah, you have to kill their combo in second or third cycle with like infinite disruption with pedestal.
If Surgeon Ethertide is a scary combo that you struggle to deal with or can't deal with, is there any consideration to playing like a one of Arcane Compliance?
You know, for a different reason, I thought about playing compliance for Ocilio.
Okay.
But it also just has collateral into Burnus. I do think like if I played one poison, one Arcane Compliance, the matchup becomes like quite easy.
Mm-hmm.
If as long as you like do your disruption right and have your pitch deck correctly,
Sure.
and you play the game in a correct manner. You know, technically there's like a strategy to beat this deck in top 8 that doesn't work in Swiss with tectonic plating, but that is super poor.
Yeah, that is a very long, very grindy plan to play out in top 8, unfortunately.
I know. You know, if I played tectonic plating at the calling, I would never lose to Florian because you would just follow them up to their germinated life total. Because you have to draw the germinate immediately after casting it. If they were like path of 5 cards, you could just eat tectonic plating. That's actually really funny.
So tech plating against Florian or Verdance is like a very high level, untimed game plan.
Oh, dude! Also, if you play Riches of Tropaldani, you can make infinite gold and then draw your deck into Verdance, and then go. I think Swinging Hammer is okay now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, when I have my whole deck in my hand, I can AB Infinity.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah, double Oasis AB 6.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my gosh!
Oh man.
Okay, so speaking of drawing your whole deck and Riches of Tropaldani, tell me about Victor. Why is Victor on the even as opposed to like slightly favored or unfavored?
Well, the horse. He makes a lot of gold. And he plays Goldman Estates, makes a lot of might. So if you don't like play your ripples right, and it's actually pretty hard to keep your life total at a certain certain amount while playing against Victor. I know he's still on Guardian attacks the whole game, but you're like looking to block 2 cards instead of Sledge every turn, and that gets like pretty tricky.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't ripple the Goldman Estates in first cycle, the game starts getting sketchy. Also, test your strength before you find a pedestal could also be pretty scary.
Could be bad.
I'm gonna give you a bit of advice though. You should never cast Pet Perfect into me.
All right.
Every victor who has ever cast Pet Perfect into me has lost like 5 cards from their deck.
All right. So you heard it here first, folks. Peck Perfect in this matchup says block 3.
It says block 3 because if you play it and I have a pedestal, you're gonna be really sad. I'm gonna mill like 9 cards off the top of your deck.
He doesn't even need pedestal. He just blind flips Righteous Cleansing and then mills 4 cards against you.
Well, I was just a better player at the time.
Oh, I see. Just a better player. Just a better player. You've been hanging out with Taylor too much, dog. You've been hanging out with Taylor too much.
I just wanted it more.
Now you do sound just like him. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so the last matchup in the even category is the Fatigueadeez deck. If you were to give a piece of advice to someone who is looking to pick up this deck and play it, what would be your piece of advice for them?
For the mirror or for the deck?
For the deck in general, like just to play the deck. Like, you know what? Let's make it interesting. Give one piece of advice that is about learning this deck, and then give one piece of advice for the mirror specifically.
for learning the deck, you must. I think the main thing you need to learn with this deck is how to manipulate the deck over everything else. Like card density, damage, killing your opponent. The first thing you need to know how to do is change the way that your deck draws. And like when I say that, I mean like with your call for backups, your pedestals, when to cast your pedestals, how to cast them, what cards you need to grab, stuff like that. More than like hitting your opponent and blocking, you need to know exactly how to like set up your deck.
Okay. So know
For
exactly
the
what you're looking
mirror,
for.
yeah, for the mirror, the person who catches the most pulverizes wins. Factual. But for realsies, in the mirror, you want to be at a lower life to deny certain cards in the matchup, like Turning Point, Oasis, like Heart of Findle, Skullcap. You need to be like slightly below them, so you're like trying to follow them down, but you're trying to be under them, which is, yeah, that's really hard to do.
No, it's fair because sometimes you have to take damage when you probably don't want to in certain situations to be able to turn off specific cards they may have.
Like if they swing Sledge for 6 and I have a Righteous on my hand, 10. like take 6.
I like it. I like it. That makes sense. So
The
now
Righteous takes more cards.
that's true. I mean, you're forced to block at least 7 with it, which means you're probably
Yep.
getting at minimum 2 cards, if not 2 cards in equipment or 3 cards. Either one's a win, I think. So next, let's talk about the slightly favored matchups. And there's only 4 of them in here. Walk me through them.
Syndra could be pretty hard. They have Flick Knives, and you're under Flick Knives the whole game. You're trying to follow them down to an endgame board state where you have Heart, Rampart, and To Be Continued in your deck. And you can just invalidate their game plan with like hostile encroachment at the end of the game.
Okay.
It's basically just a fatigue matchup, and if you could swing Millers here and there without taking any damage, that's really good. Each card's from their deck and whatnot. If they fat deck, casting Palm is a mistake. Palm blocks 3 a lot in matchups for your opponent fat deck because it's just a card in your deck.
Okay.
Casting it is like negative threat density, right?
Okay.
Ira is a that's it for Cinder, by the way. It's like you just have to manage your life total and not get got before you hit your loop.
Okay. What about Ira?
Are we moving on? Yeah, Ira. All right, Kadachi's are really annoying, but Rampart and Heart are superior in all aspects.
That checks out.
Yeah, if you really wanted to beat her, you could play like Riches of Trouble Dawning, and you could gain like 3 life per cycle, and their Kodachis aren't weapons. But like that's so unnecessary for this deck.
Okay.
Yeah. So like so basically the only thing you need to be scared of is their dual threat turns. Dual threat's a very scary card.
Mm-hmm.
And if you Iron Grip a dual threat turn, I'm pretty sure the game just ends because they need all of their dual threat turns to beat you. I mean the deck just blocks so well.
Mm-hmm.
There's like multiple times I'm playing against an Iron. I have like 2 toughness. They swing Kadachi for 1. I like Rampart it with Tunic. They go 5 go again. I just block 5 with a blue, and they're like, "Oh, that's crazy."
Yeah, that is indeed crazy.
Yeah.
I agree. That sounds wild.
You like, and if they like try to swing the Kadachi for 3 or the Kadachi for 2, you block with like Call for Backup or something. Dude, Call for Backup blocking Kadachi for 2 is just so clean.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Ira's still a slightly favored matchup.
Yeah.
Rampart and into Kadachi seems very powerful. I noticed that Max is slightly favored instead of favored. I think Max is a deck that a lot of people aren't necessarily prepared to play against at a large event. Why is that one only slightly favored?
Oh, because Mechanoid is crazy. If you played against somebody who plays Max, I know there's like 3 of them, but if you play against somebody that like plays Max and they like pitch deck, hit the gas, you could die. Like it's scary. You might not die still, but my gosh, is it terrifying because you don't put a clock on them. Like the best clock you've got is Righteous Cleansing, like and Pulverize, right? Like, well, those are pretty good clocks, but like, if Max is like devoted to like make Mechanoid, he will block. I know the mechanologists will block. They'll play like firewall and stuff, and it gets like pretty sketchy if they like hit like a crazy pitch deck.
So Mechanoid and we have High Octane at home. Good combo into
Yeah.
our Fatigueadeez deck.
That's correct, but you still get there most of the time anyway, just because it's really hard to like counter pitch deck. Like I could play like palms and turning points and iron grips and stuff, and those cards are like pretty brutal if I like want to like hold them for later in the game.
Okay. So I think the next one is probably one that some people are going to have some issue with. And I'm very intrigued to hear what you have to say because somebody already earlier today in the chat said that, if you wanted to beat Fatigueadeez, play Valda. Tell me why you think Valda is still a slightly favored matchup.
I'm gonna block with Clash of Bravado. I'm gonna block with Clash of Bravado and blow up Leyline of the Old Ones. Cool, good game.
That's simple, huh? Just thanks for playing.
Yeah, thanks for playing. Basically, dominated suggestion against this deck with toughness tokens and whatnot.
Okay.
And like Oasis, Staunch, and like Furex. I played against a lot of Valdas. I played against good Valdas that stacked their power turns with Seismic. What is it called? Tectonic Shift?
Oh, Seismic Eruption?
No. The one that bottoms the arsenal.
Oh, Tectonic Instability?
Yeah, tectonic instability.
Mhm.
They like combo their big dominate turn with tectonic instability, and it still doesn't like do much.
Okay.
I've never lost to a Valda.
Okay.
Yeah, it does always come down to like single digits of life, but I've never like lost to a Valda.
Okay. There are some interesting decks up here in the favored section, and some of them we're not going to talk about because I don't think they're as heavy meta contenders. But there are some I want to ask about here. You said earlier that you think Arachne Marionette is like a 90%er if played correctly. Talk to me about why you feel Mario is so favored.
To be continued is like a house. Not being able to be marked for like portions of the game completely invalidates his deck.
Okay.
And like toughness tokens blocking like extra on certain things, test of iron grip, staunch response counters tarantula toxin. Like this is a fatigue deck. So the problem with normal fatigue decks into Marionette is you can't block the daggers because you yourself will fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Pleiades doesn't have that problem because you block daggers with like call for backup and stuff. And you don't actually lose card density blocking daggers. Even if you did get cards on daggers, your like deck density is massive with like pedestals and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And Miller's Grindstone eating away at their deck.
Yep.
So it gives you like you just like coincidentally take less damage from like attack reactions.
Okay. So being able to dodge being marked and keeping cards in your deck by, using things like pedestal, call for backup, just give you the deck density to play through the nonsense they're up to.
Also, Codex is pretty brutal because, we have Overcrowd in our deck, and it's just like, it just blocks for 4 on the leave now. Pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it just feels kind of free, I would imagine. One of the other matchups that I want to talk about is Marlin. And you're probably going to laugh because I've heard Taylor say some pretty negative things. I already see you smiling over there in the corner. I saw that smirk when I looked over. Marlin has a pretty powerful late game, with being able to use Riches of Tropeldani and the bow for overpower and all that kind of stuff. Is there ever a world that you're worried about just getting got by, a bunch of overpower late in the game?
No. You like, they have to, like, you throw hostile at them and they have to discard their Tropeldani.
Okay.
Like,
so a lot of these decks that have powerful late game against you, you're just using hostile encroachment to be able to like win out that late game.
Oh yeah. If you have an in-game strategy and you cannot beat hostile encroachment, it's you can't beat the deck, right?
Okay. Makes sense.
If you're gonna drag me to the end game and you don't have an answer for it,
Yeah, no, for sure. I also love you also get points for putting Polly in here as your picture for Puffin. Absolute banger. I love it.
I feel so sad sometimes playing against Puffin. I draw Midas Touch in my opening hand and I kill it while it's still in the equipment zone.
Oh god, you can do that. Oh, that's so bananas. That's absolutely broken.
Yeah, dude, I just feel so bad when I do it. Sometimes I'm like, boop. I'm sorry, you start without a bird.
All right. So we've talked about the deck. We've talked about the matchup spread. What do you say we play some games?
Yeah, we can play some games.
Let's do it. Heck yeah, dude. I am very excited to play some games. I am going to rely heavily on you, my friend, for sideboarding and how we are going to do that. So we're going to jump in and we're going to be playing Fatigueadeez in action here. Yet another way to bolt the bird. I love it. I love it.
Oh my goodness, it's Joshua Lau.
Uh-oh. This should be interesting.
All right. How do you
Grindstone?
think we sideboard before
I'm gonna
he wants to enable stat.
I'm gonna pick these. Oh lol hi. I'm curious to see what else Josh says.
Well, Josh. Hello.
I was like, I don't know what Josh is expecting me to say right now.
I don't know either. I don't even know if he knows you're streaming.
I have no idea if he does either.
All right, let's go to the deck.
This is a tough matchup, but I'll give it my best. I've got
so happy.
Damien coaching me. LOL. All right, so we are on Millers and Rampart, I assume.
Yes.
All right. Cards do we not want to play? We probably don't want Bells.
That's correct. No bells.
We probably want Bravado, I guess, randomly.
It blocks 3.
No Midas Touch, I assume.
It blocks 3.
Okay. I mean,
no Remembrance. It doesn't block.
Okay.
Yep.
Sigil.
And then
I assume it gains 3, so we want it.
Yep.
And everything else blocks. Right. We're just playing 67.
Yep. This is the deck. Yep.
Damien, say it.
Yep.
Say it.
Say what?
6-7.
6-7.
Oh man, everybody at home is like cringing so hard right now. Josh is playing the only number into us that could possibly be better, and he's playing 69 cards. Yo, are we getting juiced on turn 0?
Nourishing emptiness? Cooking? How do you think we block this?
I'm assuming it's... Wow, this is actually kind of tough. I kind of wish... I'm kind of thinking it's Thunderquake, Rampart, and Gauntlets here.
Well, if you look at it, Aggro, he has 1 card in his hand.
Are we just going to risk grip here on turn 0?
What do you mean risk grip?
I'm just saying.
It's got Dominate, and we're drawing back up. I'm jamming it.
So are we grip and Gauntlets here?
Let's see. Would I let this hit? You could give like Rampart, and then I think you should let this hit. I think you keep the heart in your hand because you just go back up 1 life.
So we're just going to take 2?
We can take 1.
Oh, we are going to Rampart, and we're going to pitch like standing ovation, I guess?
Yeah.
We'll Rampart first.
Pedestal.
And we whiff.
Funny stuff.
Sad days are sad.
Oh, man. Unfortunate.
We both did the 6-7 thing, and somebody said Damien used to be cool.
Yeah.
Do we want to pitch this, or do we want to Arsenal this? This feels like this is a second cycle card.
Yeah, you could Arsenal it.
Okay, so
there's no other card in your hand that you can Arsenal.
So do we just want to like throw 8 here, or are we looking to throw Hammer?
Oh, you're looking to throw Hammer.
All right, Hammer it is. Throwing Hammer. I like it. Heart puts us back up to 40. I gotta be honest with you, man. That Courage of Bladehold scares me.
Yeah. This is one of the only warrior matchups you could actually lose.
This is one of the only warrior matchups we can actually lose. Is that what you said?
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna Arsenal up on a pedestal. And then we're just looking to block?
Yes. Okay.
Yo, are we just like jamming 12 in front of this?
So he has a Blade Flurry. And presumably like another +3. So is that +5?
Mm-hmm.
You could give your hand plus Skullcap. That's
Fuck.
13.
Skullcap, yeah, only blocks 1 here.
Yeah. That's 13. That's how I block it, at least.
Well, let's do it then. I'm here for it. That's how you would block. That's what we should do. Gallant Twinning Blade, and I'm going to cry.
He had the puncture and the blade flurry. Unfortunate.
Oh, man.
No.
Punished.
He did it.
He had it all. He had the whole thing here.
The whole thing. Dang, I guess
Yeah.
we're taking 7.
Wow. What a crazy start.
It is a crazy start.
Lizard.
That's crazy. I still think he's gonna lose.
I love it, dude.
Dude.
I assume we're just holding on to this. We have no reason to play this here.
There's no reason to cast it. Okay. Unsheath is scary. This is how you lose. Unfortunate. But let us see. Pitching a yellow.
Ooh, pitching and must be his only resource card. So this is 7.
We can like attempt to remove the counter here. Let's see.
What?
Think.
Oh, go ahead.
What do you think? What do you think?
I was going to say block Cranial Crush, ripple away Skullcap, and then we can hold the sigil for the Oasis Respite.
Okay. That is a block that we could make too. We could also give the gauntlet to if you want to like guarantee that this first swing isn't hitting. Like you give what is it? 9 block with a gauntlet so that the Ironsong response goes over. And you have an Oasis for backup, just in case.
So us blocking would be gauntlets. I mean,
because this is my Dory deck, so
we'd have to block like
I know
this
what's in it
with the Skullcap.
This is blocking 10 basically.
Okay.
And if this is like the end of his turn, you can go Sigil, Pedestal, Arsenal, Oasis.
Okay. And with Tunic coming up, that'll be very powerful. Miller
Like,
should have been a Victor spec.
Yeah. The only time that this yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let him keep his counter.
And we're gonna
He had a Jagged Edge. You would have gotten shot.
In a blowout. Absolute blowout.
Yeah, on our turn, we can go Pedestal, Sigil, put a blue on top.
Just put like a Cranial Crush on top, I guess.
Yep.
Play this.
And you can remove the counter if you like, if you think you're going to drop into Test of Iron Grip. You could rig the Clash with the Pedestal.
I mean, we can always do that on Josh's turn, right?
No, it has 2 counters.
Right, so we take it down to 1 on Josh's turn?
And then you could do it on his turn, yes. You take it down right now because you untap at the end of your turn. You get it? Yes. Don't click it again.
Oh, it's trying to get me to add something back, I guess.
Yeah. Technically, you could do that.
Yeah, these tough smash ups are going to line up pretty well, I feel like.
Indeed. Right here, we don't want to click pass yet. There's like a consideration to cast this palm. We're up 3 cards. Yeah, and it gives us access to Rampart, like a 7 block with the Rampart. You also could draw into something crazy like Test of Iron Grip.
So we play this here. We'll pitch the Cranial Crush.
Yeah, sure thing.
And then we get to block 7.
Yep. We don't need to rig this Clash. A tile on top of his deck. It's good to know.
I guess we just want to leave this on top.
Yeah. It's a 7. It lets us swing our Millers.
And then we'll pay 1, covering 7, and we always have the Oasis as backup. Ooh, Provoke's pretty good.
We lose our last card. That's fine.
That was a good turn cycle for Josh to be able to get back. We want to put a toughness back on top.
Yep.
Just to be able to like clash with this turn, I assume. Because we'll have
Well,
two toughness, and then we'll have 2 smash ups. We might be able to pitch one of them here too. Save it for second cycle if it pops up that way.
He's being scary with Dawnblade. Look at him.
Lead with Speed's such a good card.
I know.
Uh-oh.
I can do Pleiades.
We're just blocking...
No.
What'd you say?
No, aggro. You need to activate Pleiades before this hits the combat chain.
Sorry.
I need full info on how to block this turn, right?
So we're going to activate this.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card.
Yep. Oh, that's pretty good.
All right. So our first attack blocks for 5.
Yep.
Are we just going to block 2 cards in Rampart?
You could block 3 cards and then pay into dig in.
So block like this.
Yeah, it looks so egregious.
It's kind of weird to think
make
about.
Toughness.
So we will tough smash up. Leave this on top.
He could have singing here, but we have ways to cover it, so it's fine.
And then
if you really wanted to, you could pay 2 into it, so that if he swings again, you could like block with Rampart. I need to activate Please for this.
Oh, yep.
Undoing takes you back so far.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so it's blocked like this.
Yep.
And then that's fine. We'll activate dig in. So we're gonna pay 2.
2. Yeah, because you're making like so much toughness here. Because you know that you always put the dig in last, but you know you're making so much toughness here. It's like fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like your first card blocks for 7.
Yeah, that's insane. Like toughness tokens are just crazy here. And then we're just gonna throw hammer.
Yep, Miller's for 4.
I feel like that's the game plan all game. Card. Just that hammer for 4 all game.
Should be a D-React, right? He fat decked into us. Oh, never mind. We build a Steelblade Supremacy?
Oh, that's insane.
That's brutal. Oh.
I feel like, do we ever want to save some of these tough smash ups for second cycle?
Oh, this is so funny. It has Dominate.
I mean, we just block with red tough smash up, right? Like for 7.
You can block with Midas Touch if you wanted to.
Okay, block 7. And then I guess we have protection with the Oasis Respite.
Sure.
That's crazy. 1 card block 7 is wild. Not like Staunch Response where it's a 2 card block 7. This is actually insane. God, they should have given Victor these cards. These cards should have been Guardian cards, dog. Wonder if I need to refresh here. Is it me? Am I the drama?
Swinging Steelblade.
Okay.
We knew it was in his hand because it was reeled off the clash.
Yep. You love to see it, as they say. This game is over. Dory will figure it out soon. I'm not even sure what you mean, discreet.
I don't understand.
Yeah, do you care to elaborate on that, discreet?
Oh, he means that Josh is going to figure out he's never going to hit us again. Like.
Oh, you meant that Josh has already lost this game. I thought you meant that we had lost this game. I was like, dog, that's crazy.
Beat of the Ironsong, he's going to reduce the block that we are giving. So he's going to remove our 4 toughness, right? That's fine.
I mean, we just take this here, don't we?
Yeah, you just let it hit. Like, it's just damage. The only
Yeah.
thing you care about is Dawnblade counters.
Diamond Amulet, nice, okay. And then this comes in for
This is
5.
face up. Okay. We could be, like, real egregious here and block, like, boots plus smash up, tunic counter, pitch the yellow, and then make 4 toughness and then swing hammer for 4.
I'm in, dude. I'm so in.
Dude, we have this Oasis in our arsenal that we're never gonna put on a combat chain for, like, 7 years. Yep, that's a 6 power card. Let's leave it on top.
Sounds
It mills off
good.
a Miller's.
That's a hit. We'll leave it on top. Man, 4 of these is crazy. Yo,
Dude, you're telling me.
Alexander Garcia, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate you being here and hanging out. All right, another. Oh, okay, cool. 0 for 3. We take that. I mean, cards out of the deck is good for us. Ooh, oh god, drawing these together is crazy. Do we even need to play pedestal here?
Your hand blocks for like way too much.
Yeah, weird.
Like, it's really funny when people ask me, like, don't you leak too much damage against certain decks? I'm like, block with Tough Smash Up for 7.
Do we just block with this for 7 and then we use Sink Below if we need to?
You can. Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not going to block with grip here, right?
There's no reason to block with grip.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, it feels like a waste.
Got like a 9 million toughness. Fiddler's Green on top.
Do we want to sink this?
Yeah. Route, huh? Oh my goodness, he's putting our 7 block back in our hand.
Dude, it's a blowout.
No.
We're getting juiced.
It's a blowout. Oh, you can Sink Below here if you like. I don't think the second swing is coming in for like a lot.
So Sink Below, do we want to put grip on the bottom?
No, I think we just keep the grip in our hand.
Are we sinking anything?
No. I don't believe so.
So we're going to go to 24 here. Watching this deck live is insane. I may have to cheat on the horse boy for the rock girl. Damien, do you see what you're doing to the community? Oh, no attack.
Yes. Okay.
I mean,
all right. Let's swing Millers.
Just are we over pitching at all, or just leaving grip and smash up?
There's a grip and smash up or the Wombo combo.
The Wombo combo. I love it. Listen, guys, Damien's got a way with words, okay? Like, I mean, is Josh just gonna like let this hit until like he has a second supremacy?
Dude, that's what you get for disrespecting my hammer.
It's crazy that we both said, "Oh my god," but you know, mine was for a much different reason than his. Oh man. Josh just said that's probably game. All 3 are gone. That's wild. Wonder how many routes he's on. He's on 1 or 2.
How do you think he blocks this? Oh, okay.
I would assume that we give 7, but now we can't do that. Now I'm thinking that we block grip and rampart pitching macho.
Yes, that is the correct block.
Hee hee. Prank him, John. Poor Josh. Oh, that's so funny. And then we'll pitch a macho, paying 1.
Sure. Let me think. It's so not worth oasising this.
I mean,
if he wants to like break his boots, like he can do that. There's a choice he's allowed to make.
Josh decides not to make that choice. Swing
Yep.
Hammer, leave this in our hand, I assume.
Oh yeah, the top card of our deck is Call for Backup.
I mean, we can tough smash up and call for backup next turn, which is crazy.
Yep.
Somebody just said Josh is being sacrificed for our entertainment.
Still might win. You don't know.
Oh, I mean, he could. Listen, there's over 30 cards in Josh's deck. And
I know
we're
we haven't
already at
drawn any of
21.
our staunch. We haven't drawn any of our staunch responses, but he still has many cards in his deck.
It scares me.
I know.
I mean,
Okay.
this
So
is
this is Singing Stillblade.
Glistening Stillblade, yeah.
No, it's Singing Stillblade too. Let's see. What is the proper way to block this?
So this is for 3.
Oh, I know how to block this. Okay.
My guess would be that we put Smash Up and Call for Backup in front of it, and then we have Respite to come over the top and block 9 if we need to.
You get shot if you do that. You got to give gauntlets too.
We got to give Call for Backup, Smash Up, and Gauntlets.
Yep. The blue 8 or the blue 8.
Okay, so we're not picking Smash Ups here. We're just picking blue
you could
8s?
pick you could pick Diggin and blue Smash Up if you really want. These are acceptable choices.
I was like, I feel like picking these is actually kind of fun.
They are fun. But if you pick cards with text, your opponent has to think about them, which burns 30 seconds from the clock.
That's fair. All right, so we have a blue Smash Up. We're going to leave this on top.
Yep.
And we are currently blocking 7 on 6, essentially.
Okay. We can Tunic Oasis. Damn, Tunic Rampart would have looked like we're geniuses.
Oh, I know. Would have been crazy.
I know.
We're just built like that.
Oh, Jagged Edge, he got us.
Blowout.
He's been sitting on it, huh?
So we're going to take 4. And this is going to come in for more than we can block.
No, we could cover it. Technically, right? It's coming in for 6. He had to break Courage to swing it again, though.
I guess there's no cards in hand, so...
Yeah, he also doesn't know that we have like a no block, so breaking Courage to swing 6, we just give 2 cards.
Yeah.
He loses like a piece of equipment. I mean, you would give Palm, Chest, Boots, and Rampart at pitching the Sigil if he breaks Courage.
Josh did just say, in chat. He's thinking about it. Tough decision on the Courage break here. You literally have to have a no block for this to be right. Josh over here assessing the situation. There's like 3 no blocks in the entire deck.
He's pulling up the stream now.
Oh, that would be too good.
I'm having fun.
I'm having fun. Josh said, I gotta save it for a triple swing. So
All right.
We're gonna play this.
Yeah, we're gonna Arsenal our Palm.
He immediately starts typing. That's too good. I was like, Josh, he just immediately said no in all caps. Oh, man. That's too funny.
This is great. This is some content.
So this comes in for 4.
So, do you remember what he has in his hand? I do.
I don't know why we would know what he had in his hand. Oh, from the...
You clashed.
Did we
Do you
clash?
not remember the top card of your opponent's deck when you clashed?
I
He has an
do.
Agile engagement.
I do when I'm playing in person. I don't when I'm playing on Talishar. I get lazy.
Agile engagement is a 1 for 3 when you block with an attack action. It makes an utility.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we just giving staunch?
No.
So what's the plan here?
What's the plan here? Well, he'd have to give it go again and then get over our 7 block. I'm pretty sure that you just give like... You could give the 2 middle cards.
Okay.
I mean, that's blocking 7. Boop, boop.
So we block 7.
Glint.
Okay. Glint finds a new card. How many sigils have we played? 2. Okay. So there is essentially 9 more life in our deck right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, also Fiddlers.
Which card has the toughness token?
Oh, that is a good question. I have no idea. No, he means the one that's blocking on the combat chain.
Oh.
I have no idea. He has a route. I have no idea which card.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Not really good at... Dude, Talajo's not really good at showing this.
We can always undo it if we need to. But Josh can just undo. Yep, so that did work out correctly. Route getting lots of value. So that is the second route. Are we just playing staunch here?
Yeah, you're pitching the yellow.
Second route, we cry ourselves to sleep. Actually, that wouldn't even be that bad because we just replay the staunch, I guess. Swing the hammer.
Well, you play the in the palm in your arse.
So we're gonna play this.
Yeah.
Now, if we were waiting for a more efficient turn, and then we're just gonna arsenal. Do we want to take a counter of this?
Yeah, you do. He has 5 cards. Matches 5 cards with 6.
Okay. Well, his hand's pretty weird. We need to save hostile encroachment, or I guess we can get it back later, right?
You can get it back with pedestal. There's like also like Miller's is better than Dawnblade, so
I assume we are palming.
you activate it instantly.
Yeah.
You activate it right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Love drawing blue cards.
Let's see. Are we just blocking 10 on this?
You could.
No.
This is 9. So because he still has the engagement that we know about.
Yep.
Yeah.
So are we just gonna block 10 here?
Yeah, that looks good to me.
We'll save the blue for the CNC next turn. Force Josh's arsenal out of the way.
Oh, I'm just gonna send Millers.
Or would you, so why Arsenal CNC if we're just gonna send Millers?
Oh, because eventually he's gonna block with Crown of Providence on our Millers.
Okay.
Yeah. You could also like sometimes you could like bait out the Crown of Providence. Like I know his arsenal right now, and if he cycles it, then his turn is less predictable.
We hit again. We get an Emboldened Blade. Okay. Ripple away. Probably just a 3 block here, I'm imagining. Okay, so somebody just asked Damien. I want to get your thoughts on this. As an aggro player, what's the sauce on beating Pleiades? Do you think there's an aggro deck that has a good matchup into this?
An aggro deck that has a good matchup. Fi has an even matchup.
Okay. Fi it is. Fi, the new meta contender out of nowhere. Are we blocking with 2 ripple aways here?
Yeah. He understands.
I got one thing right.
Yep, there's the engagement we knew about. Now you can Tunic Oasis.
And we're going to hope we don't get blown out by the last Jagged Edge. We are going to respite ourselves.
You can respite the 2 agilities on the board. Okay,
Wow.
it is Jagged Edge.
He has had
time.
Jagged Edge twice.
I know. It's crazy how he's still not winning.
That's oh. And then we just give this up, I assume.
Yeah.
Man, all right. Well, all the Jagged Edges are gone, but I guess it doesn't really matter if all of our.
No, he's got 1 in pitch deck, I think.
Thought he played 2.
Nope,
oh,
he's got 1
he
in
did
pitch.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I mean, it doesn't matter though. The rest of the game, our Oasis respites are gone, right? So like they're gone. It doesn't matter.
I know.
I don't think Kodachis are enough to beat this deck consistently, is what Damien's trying to say.
Yep. Can confirm. Man, this hand sucks. He's playing Amulet of Echoes into this? Bro, he loaded his whole deck.
Yeah, he just everything, it sounds like. So let's see. If we block Righteous here, that's 5. Sync goes up to 9.
You gotta stop drawing 2 blocks. Aggro.
Yeah, so my gut here is telling me to block Cleansing, Boots, Rampart, and then play Sync below. And we can put the second to be continued on the bottom because we're going to pitch 1 to Boots and Rampart.
Oh, I was just going to block 2B, Righteous, and Boots and just make 3 toughness.
You were just going to block Righteous and Boots?
No, Righteous, 2B, and Boots. And then make 3 toughness pitching the 2B continued. And when he pushes it over, you Sync below.
Okay. Roger that.
Yeah.
I need to see some more of those tough smash ups. Come on now. I need some toughness tokens. I like this 1 card block 7 nonsense.
Now you Sync. He does have a way over. No. The red part block was correct.
Lol?
He got me. Aggro. Blocking better. It's a real shame he's not going to be able to keep these Dawnblade counters. We do have, like, infinite toughness.
Alright, so we're going to take 6 here.
He should be out of Blade Flurries now, right?
Yes, I believe that is his last Blade Flurry, yes. All the Ironsongs are gone. All the Supremacies are gone. 2 Ironsong Determinations are gone. We have a lot of good stuff out of the way. Alright, so we're just going to go to 11. Man, a lot of deck left, and we're at 11. Damien, I don't know, man. I don't feel like we're winning, brother.
Oh, okay.
Do you still think we're winning?
Yeah.
I admire the confidence, brother. I admire the confidence. Okay, so that makes this 7. Midas Touch blocks for 6 alone. Overcrowded would be 8. So if we give Midas Touch and Overcrowded here, we can play the Fate Foreseen as protection and then swing Millers with Thunderquake.
You could also just, like, block 9 with, like, Midas Touch and Thunderquake. But that covers what? I need to cover a +3. Can I check his Singing Stillblades?
Singing Stillblade. There's 2
He's
left.
got 2? Okay, sure.
He did just say unsure if I should use my last determination. Listen. I don't ever want to see New back in the format, Huntress. Ever. New can stay gone. Okay, here we go.
He's doing the thing.
Okay. We'd have to give up Tunic to block 8 here.
That's fine.
So like this, and this.
Yep.
Pitch the overcrowded.
Yep.
Okay. So Twinning Blade connects. And then this is going to be 5 dominate. And
Yep.
I assume we just give the favor scene.
So he's gonna pop boulders here. Let's see. Yeah, you could.
Is there a better line here?
I'm trying to figure out if there's a reason to block with the Thunderquake. There's not.
So just get favor scene?
Yeah. Bottom that.
Bottom the Command and Conquer. Gives up boots to give this go again. And then we're going to block with the Thunderquake.
Yep.
All right, we're down to 8. I'm sweating. We need to draw a Staunch or something big here.
Yeah.
So we get to block
on the Staunch.
We get to block in the palm of your hand, Rampart, and Staunch here. Just kidding. We're not going to get to block with Rampart. Our defense reactions cost 1 more now. We're also getting... Actually, we need to pitch the Sigil here, right?
Yeah, you need to pitch Sigil to Rampart.
So we're going to block
Really
like
funny stuff.
this.
Well, you don't have to pitch it to Rampart yet. You can pitch the pedestal and then...
Right.
Yeah.
So...
See what he does.
Glint makes sense. And then we're going to give Staunch. Pitching Sigil to cover 11.
He might have Route here. We're singing. That hit us.
Would not be good.
Nah, it wouldn't.
We need to clear these counters this turn. In a big way. It's been a very interesting game.
Oh, he has the singing. No.
We were just forced to give up so much armor so early.
Indeed.
Josh does seem ready for this list. Yes, I agree.
Well, I built both of these decks.
Did you really? That's so funny. I mean, he's just going to go get a route, right?
Makes the most sense.
Put it in the palm of your hands? Like, put the in the palm of your hand back in our hand?
No, put the Staunch back.
That's also quite good.
We are dead. No.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo. Died. Unfortunate.
Damien.
Yeah. We lost.
We're supposed to win this.
We know things didn't line up. You got unlucky. It's the 10%.
We're supposed to win this.
I know.
Yo, Josh. Josh just like giving us the business here.
I told you that we could lose at the start of the game. This is one of the only warriors that can beat us.
Yeah, Josh was saying that yellow overpower was in his deck for the Florian Verdance matchup, but it's great in this matchup as well.
Yeah, yellow overpower. We were talking about that tonight for the calling.
That was the last heavy attack reaction I had left. Oh, wow, he's not kidding.
Well, we actually did make a mistake on that Rampart block. Yeah, dude, I used to be cool. How unfortunate.
I used to be cool.
Yeah. He's like out of gas, by the way. We have to, if we live this turn, there's no more game.
So were we supposed to just not block with Rampart and gain 3 life?
Yeah.
So we live at 2?
We made 2 mistakes this game? Yeah. Actually, we made 3 mistakes this game.
Okay.
We arsenaled to CNC.
So arsenaling to CNC was a mistake?
Yeah. It would have let you block more flexibly on an earlier turn to arsenal defense reaction.
What was our other mistakes?
Other mistake was the Rampart block. We didn't put Rampart on the chain on one of the turns. And then the mistake this turn was to pit Sigil of Solace.
Okay, so we should have
blocked. But wait, we should have just known we were getting hit. Does that make sense? That is unfortunate.
So just commit to like letting Josh come over the top. We lose 1 part on the Rampart. We lose 1 point on the Rampart. So instead of being at 0, we're at -1, and then the Sigil puts us back up to 2. And then from there, we need to find a turn to get the CNC out of our arsenal so that we can put like a defense reaction there and basically just sit on it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're learning. That's okay. We got at least 1 more game coming. At least 1 more game.
Oh, coming. Dude, we got games. These games go by faster than you think.
I mean, I'm just gonna say I'd be surprised. I do have to like call the stream at 10, but oh man. Here we go.
I can't wait to like beat Rhinar and then lose to Dory. That's gonna be a banger.
Sledge?
Yep, Sledge. Go to our deck. We're cutting a lot of cards here.
Got Remembrance?
Remembrance isn't needed.
Bells?
Yep. Echoes isn't needed. And then Midas isn't needed.
Okay.
Is Overcrowded good? Yeah, it is. Box from Arsenal. Just double checking.
Okay. Yep. No, you're good, man.
Fiddlers is super risky. Dude, if he intimidates our Fiddlers, we're gonna like be very sad. I think you cut the Fiddlers.
Cut Fiddlers green. All right.
Yep. And I think that's it. 63
Run 63. Let's do it. All right. Redemption arc right here.
Redemption arc. Yep. Redemption arc.
Throw
the righteous.
Pitch the. Dude, you want to throw it?
No, I want to. It's wrong.
Okay. Arsenal staunch.
Yeah, you are still staunch. I want to throw righteous so badly.
Pitch Turning Point and the Righteous Cleansing.
Yeah.
I mean, dog, we could throw staunch. We could live on the edge, Damien. We could throw staunch right now,
dude,
bro.
We could, dude. You throw staunch? You mean throw righteous?
Oh, somebody asked, which Rhinar is worse for the Pleiades deck? Claws or Medax?
It's gotta be Claws.
Claws?
Yep.
Opponent's going to give us a couple of cards? Yeah. Get that barraging beatdown out of here.
Yeah.
Did I already click past too many times? No. Go Righteous Cleansing first, I guess. We'll put Staunch in our arsenal. Oh, this turns juice, dog. This turns juice.
Why couldn't you draw like 4 blues? I would like block with Skullcap and double Sledge.
Man. I would love to be able to double Sledge here.
I know what to do here.
All
I
right,
know
hit
what
me
to do.
with
I
it.
figured it out.
Hit me with it.
All right, what if you block like a card skull cap and then a waster fight and then play a sigil and then make the quicken token and we do it later?
So you want to block Thunderquake, Skullcap, Hitch, Macho Grande to Oasis Respite, play Sigil, and pass?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, dog, that is not a line I would have looked for, but I'm here for it, dude.
No, sorry, that's a line that I'm looking at. Yep.
We are going to respite ourselves. We are going to prevent the damage of Swing Big. And then we are going to play Sigil of Solace.
Also, it kind of looks like Pummel, just a little bit.
Oh, man. Pummel would have been juice right there.
Now, if he intimidates our whole hand, we could, like, I don't know, swing Sledge into Sledge.
We have to have greater power that we reveal here. Okay, just kidding. Decided against the 3 for 7. All right, opponent in the tank a little bit here. Having a little bit of a thinksy.
Send packing. Our staunch goes to our hand.
Yo. Okay. Block Ripple away, tough smash up.
Just Pummel. Dude, why am I like this? You block tough smash up and then the Pummel. If it's Pummel, it's just unfortunate, right?
Would be true. It would be unfortunate.
True. Oh, he plays Sync Blow in his deck. That's good to know.
We'll leave this on top, I guess. We have another toughness for next turn. That's fine. And then,
dude, why do I think everything is Pummel?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're living in the world we're about to get pummeled. I mean, we could. I'm not saying you're wrong, but like, all right. So are we double pitching to swing Sledge here?
No, Tunic counter, pitch the Ripple away, swing Sledge. See if we get flashback because it has go again, and then play the to be continued response.
Okay. If we get flashback, we'll play to be continue. If we don't,
Well,
we're just gonna swing it again, right?
We're always casting the to be continued.
Okay, so we're always. Why are we always playing this here?
Because it's Rhinar, and you just need to live.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to say, but you just need to live.
Hey, do you have EA poems from RTN season?
Yeah, I have 3. Yeah,
I only have 1. I've only been able to play at 1 RTN. You know, with
oh, he wants to clash. Okay, did we get a free Vigor token for our Sledge? It's a tie. Nobody wins.
Nobody gets one.
Wait, he gets to bottom his card and we don't? That's broken.
It's crazy, right? All right, so we're still going to play this out.
Yeah.
Get some life on board, and we're just going to Arsenal Staunch and pass. I hate that Heart's not gaining us a life.
Oh, you figured out why we don't play Turning Point.
All right, so we're just gonna block tough smash up here.
Is that even worth it? Just put a Righteous in your graveyard. Putting it in your graveyard for your pedestal is like questionably more important.
Okay.
Okay.
Setting up, and they're gonna swing the claw.
And we give a smash up now.
Win a clash.
We did it. It's a blue 8. I love blue 8s.
We'll leave this on top, I guess. And I guess we could like churn through our deck. We're not playing Millers here, but we might as well just leave it on top. And the crazy part is like overcrowded block would have went ham there.
Yeah, the block for 4.
No heart trigger, Sag. And I'm not gonna lie, playing this deck makes me want to get Heart of Fandle out. I've got it in one of those like protective, like plastic covers over there that I keep all my fables in, and I'm like, dog, I could bust out my
Just play
heart
it
to
in
play
Victor.
this deck.
Play it in Victor, bro.
Dude,
Game's alive.
that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Yo, Billy, what's up, dude? Billy, congrats on your top 8, top 4. I don't remember if you made the top 4 or not, but congrats on making top 8 of the calling, dude. That's awesome. Am I going to start playing Fatigue Jarl again? I would play Fatigueadeez before I would play Jarl in this meta, to be honest. And I would just come prepared with the second copy of Pulverize. I'm kidding, because I actually don't even think the second one would get that much value.
You know, after this game, which will take probably 40 minutes, we should play a Pleiades mirror, which
Dog,
will take less time than you think. Come on,
I
dog.
know it would take less time than you think, but dog, I've got something I got to do at 10. If this person cancels their blocks one more time, I'm gonna actually have an aneurysm on stream.
Careful, we don't want Betsy 2.0.
Dude, like, oh my god, dude. Come on! Like, it's almost filled up over here. Just make a block, bro. Oh my god, I'm crashing out over my opponent canceling blocks.
Call a judge.
Bro.
You couldn't pay me enough to be a judge on Talishar.
Oh, no shot. 0%er. So, I mean,
this is a pretty easy block.
are we just blocking with Smash Up?
Yep.
Like, take 1?
Yeah, show him a Clash of Bravado.
No.
Fate Foreseen.
Leave this on top?
We have a staunch in our arsenal. Just bottom it.
Okay, bottom it.
Yeah.
We'll take 1.
Like,
show
you don't want to have, like, your D-Reacts to be, like, too close to each other. You
That's
only
fair.
play, like, so few.
Imagine an AI judge? Man, I don't know.
Technically, you're supposed to play the Sigil on his instep to play around Poison the Well.
Oh, okay. Well, that would have been something.
Yeah.
Not something I was thinking about.
Yeah, it's something I think about against literally every opponent. I'm just like, I'm going to play it on your instep to play around Poison the Well. It's a really funny joke, I say. I said it to Brody when he was playing Acilio.
That's hilarious.
I was like, I'm going to play the Sigil on your instep, playing on Poison the Well.
Billy just said in the chat, Billy said, biggest part of learning this deck is learning to spam. I need you to take an action.
I need you to take an action. I remember at the calling, I literally asked somebody who tanked for 5 minutes. I literally said, "Are you gonna do anything?"
Yo, that's like the most fast, like that's the most aggressive way I've ever heard somebody say, "Take a game action, please."
Dude, I'm too nice to actually call a judge, but I'm just like, we need to speed up.
Oh, I will call a judge in like 2 seconds.
I'm so glad we got rid of that Fate Foreseen, right? Yeah. Don't intimidate the blue though, opponent. Don't be mean. Okay.
Okay. It's looking good.
Yeah, sure.
What did they discard? Was it sim packing? No, it was a Splatter Skull. They blocked with Send Packing. All right, so we're no longer worried about that because there's only 1 more left in their deck. I mean, this Rhinar has made some plays of all time. Are we just
okay? I'm
playing?
gonna say something crazy. I want you to pitch both the cards in your hand to play the staunch in your hand.
I actually really like that play. And then we can Arsenal in the palm next turn?
Yeah, that is correct.
Cover this up. Take no damage.
You know how many Rhinars I've played against? I've played against a large number of Rhinars.
I was like, something tells me it's a non-zero number the way you're talking about this. And then we're just going to cover 7.
Yeah. Take 1.
And we don't have anything in hand to discard, so it doesn't matter, which is great. And there's 1 more staunch in our deck. Wild.
Staunch is actually not that great in this matchup compared to like St. Below. It's like if they intimidate your pitch card, kind of rough.
That's fair.
Oh, this is really funny.
Oh,
Okay.
we're getting
Ugh,
juiced. They
I'm
rolled a
with it.
6.
Juiced.
Oh my god.
Super juiced.
I assume we're just letting the intimidate happen.
I mean, you could pitch the blue to play your arsenal. There's no reason to not do it. Oh, intimidate that, please. Oh,
Never
what
lucky.
it's really a skill diff, to be honest.
Are we just blocking 5 here?
Yeah.
And we're gonna rearrange these. I assume we want to do call for backup first.
Yeah, and this is the blue 8 or righteous cleansing. Yep.
Makes sense. Cards is tough for them to clash with.
Cards impossible for them to clash with.
I mean, the 8, you know, they can make the 8 happen, right? You know?
Sure.
They didn't.
They didn't,
But they
though.
could.
Yeah, but they didn't.
We'll just leave Thunderquake on top.
Yep.
And then even if they do follow this up with like a strongest survive or something, we're in a pretty good spot. When I was a young warthog. Oh, dude, I love The Lion King. What an elite reference.
Take 3.
And this is the first time we've taken damage in a while, it feels like.
I know, we're at 40. He has so many action points. We take this to turn on Skullcap block.
Are we blocking with Skullcap here?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's actually insane.
Unfortunate.
Because he's going to get the palm here.
No. You can block with boost to make a toughness if you so choose.
Do we need the toughness here?
Do we need it? Probably not, but we could do it.
Okay. We could do it, he says.
Yep.
All right, so we take 3.
You know, I'm going to say they don't have on hits while we're looking at the Sputter Skull.
Makes sense. I like it. No on hits, no on hits.
Yep. No on hits.
We're just going to Arsenal Sigil here, I assume.
I thought about playing the double palm, but I really didn't want to do it.
That's fair.
Somebody in chat was asking. You just Arsenal the Sigil. Sick.
It's so funny to me that Thunderquake and Standing Ovation are the same card in this matchup. Or like in this deck in general.
No. One has Heave 3.
What a distinction. What a distinction.
One has an EA and one has a cold foil.
Do you have all the fancy stuff for this deck? Like ovations and pedestals and stuff?
Mm-hmm. All my iron grips are EA too.
Yo, we're getting juiced.
He's juicing us.
That's so good. I mean, it doesn't matter because we have Sigil.
I know.
Do we want to draw after the Intimidate?
Mm-mm.
All right, so we let them
Not
intimidate.
in this particular matchup. Oh, sick. The card we'd never block with. Oh, this is an easy block 5. So.
I guess we're going to hope we don't get intimidated again. Damien, you may start singing Backstreet Boys to you. Will that make you feel more comfortable on stream?
I think I'm good.
Oh,
definitely a block 3 moment here.
My man said, "I think I'm good."
Oh, sick! Now you draw off a palm. So what you could do with palm is you can like dodge the intimidate on the last chain link with it. That's why you like save it.
Okay.
Oh, sick. Block with that, play Sigil, Tunic Swing Hammer, Arsenal Sync. Yeah, that's hot. You don't have many choices.
Picking call and tough.
Well, if you like read call for backup, you can't pick a card with the same name.
So we have to pick tough smash up, and
Well, I'd pick a blue. I'd pick a blue card.
even though the red clash is better.
Wait, well, we're not clashing. You're drawing it in your next hand.
Okay.
Yeah. The strength rules all say if it's an attack action.
Yes. Then banish an attack action in their arsenal.
Oh, so you could let it hit it, flip it up, and then say it's a sigil, and then cast it.
Yeah. They banish call for backup, so we have a blue smash up on top.
It's kind of it's actually BM to do it like that. You could actually let it hit because it won't blow up the sigil. Flip it up face.
No, I know it's total BM. Like there's just we're just actually just being like trolls if we do that.
I know. I love being a troll. Pledge for 6.
Standing Ovation is such a cool card, and yet it's reduced to being a blue 8 power.
You know, there is a good moment maker list out there, I believe.
Maybe we'll see that at another calling. Maybe we'll see that at calling Montreal. That's the next CC calling.
Don't worry.
In
I've actually made some really weird decks in the last like 2 weeks.
Have you?
Yeah. I'll have to send you one after the stream. You'll get a laugh out of it.
I'm excited to look at it.
Oh, I'm not.
All right, third Beast Within. It's a Roughshod and then a Sea Legs goes to hand. They intimidate our dig in and our sink
And our
below.
sink below. No.
That sucks. That's not good.
How could this happen? How could you let this happen?
Dog, I know. I didn't want it bad enough. I did not want it bad enough.
Never mind. Just block 6.
This is so juice.
You can still swing Sledge. Usually it on top. It's a blue 8.
This is great. And we still get to swing Sledge, and we get to have sink below, and we get to have a toughness for next turn. Yo, we're going ham.
They were going ham.
As far as like, fatigue is concerned, this is like the ham sandwich of fatigue right now.
Yeah. They want to undo? Why do they want to undo?
I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt here.
Are they going to go like claw into claw? Have they realized that it's better? They have. You can play the sink in your arsenal now, and then block 3 on the next chain link, and then swing Sledge and arsenal the sink that's intimidated.
So we play sink.
Yep.
No reason to bottom anything. Take 1. Okay, dude. So Trent, my buddy who plays a lot of Rhinar, is like having a stroke in Twitch chat right now, dude. He is like, what is this Rhinar doing, dude?
He's.
I mean, Keaton, they did undo, but I'm assuming it's for a more efficient play line and that they're not just trolling on blocks here. I mean, if they're trolling on like trying to intimidate me or something after this, like that's like pretty bad, but I mean, it is what it is, I'm trying to give our opponent the benefit of the doubt here.
If I lose 4 hammers with 4 clashes with my hammer, do I lose? No. I mean, like, I've never had 4 counters on my hammer. I beat a marionette with my hammer on 1.
I did. I think I watched that. That was this weekend, right?
No, that was on Talishar.
I walked by a game where you or Thomas had like 2 counters or 3 counters on it.
Oh, that was against a KO.
Might like. Come on, Bros of Stalin. We have things to be doing. Yo, let's go, James, with our 16 months of Prime support. Yo, James, thank you so much for the 16 months of Prime support over on Twitch. I appreciate it, brother. It means a lot. The hilarious part to me is I firmly believe they did that based off what they know about the Talishar roller. I'm not even joking. I have noticed that like when you roll a high number, you will roll a low number next. Like very rarely do you go like 6 into 5. And I know it's supposed to be random, but it never pops up that way. So I actually think our opponent is cheesing value against us by rolling scabs on a turn. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Go dig in first. Sink below. Feels like no reason to play pedestal here. We just want cards to block with, I think.
Intimidated or red.
What a guy. What a guy.
Dude. How could he?
We just blocking 4 with Ripple Away.
Yeah. You figured it out. That's a high IQ play.
Listen, dude. I watched you and Thomas play enough games this weekend, man. Like I had the chance to learn, you know, to take it in.
Okay,
Perennial
this is
Sink.
one of the few. This is one of the few times in the game you'll ever block with pedestal. It does block for 2, I guess.
So we're gonna block 9
just
here.
Arsenal just Arsenal the boulder drop.
Okay. Sounds good. Because we're just trying to stay alive. Ooh.
I mean, boulder drop's a pretty efficient play.
I agree. You know what it's really good with? Iron Fist Revelation.
Yeah, but that card sucks.
Oh
man.
All right, not toying,
He
not
better
toying.
not. Okay. Acceptable. Okay. Still not testifying grip.
Not toying, not toying, not toying. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. We're living a dream.
Okay. Jam it.
Are we blocking 2 or are we blocking 4 and then playing this?
No, if you're blocking with both cards, you're just jamming it. Yep.
Come on.
Oh, we won the clash. Let's go.
Discard a card, baby.
Yeah. Man, this guy's bad at intimidating.
Our opponent's casually watching the stream right now, thinking about how they can kill us.
Dude, we have a yellow and CNC in our hand. Oh, they had a sink below in their hand? That's unfortunate.
Oh, man. We are gaming. We are Fatigueadeez gamers tonight.
Do you think he just has to pass now?
I
has like 2 reds.
Really?
CNC.
This is so juiced.
Dude, he's out of blood rushes.
Oh my god.
Dude, I love Test of Iron Grip.
Dude, we're so good at this game. That just bought us so much room. That was the third blood rush. That was the third blood rush.
That was it. He's got nothing left.
Oh, amazing.
I want him to cast his arsenal so badly and try to arsenal a card and then just get shot this iron. Okay.
Are we blocking grip?
No.
We're just going to block Smash Up and Ripple, right?
Yeah, and you're going to swing Sledge and pitch the Iron Grip back into the deck.
Checks out.
I'll leave it on top.
We can just leave that on top. That's fine. They get
It's
a
a blue.
toughness
Our opponent
token.
made a tough. Yeah, they made a toughness. If they want to block our sledge for 6 with a card, hey, you'd be my guest.
And we're just gonna arsenal the boulder drop again, right?
Yeah, just put it back.
Wait
Just
for
of iron grip.
Oh my gosh, dude. That was actually insane.
I'm gonna move Rhinar to favorite after this, just for.
Listen at this guy.
Well, it's I think it's really funny that we lost to a favorite matchup and we're beating an unfavored matchup. This is about how my streams go. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we have Tunic.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Are we gonna get to do the thing?
I'm tunneling. I'm so in.
He said I'm tunneling. Oh my god.
Please, like, swing claw and pass. Just pass. Like, oh.
Oh my god,
Take
dude.
3.
Oh my god. We are going to 22.
It's actually more correct to play the boulder drop and block 3 and then heave the pulverize, but I'm throwing it now.
I was like, but who cares? We have it. It's here.
Tunic 14.
I feel like we are in such a good position right now.
He said, "Be right back" in the chat. Oh,
Yo,
my
what?
gosh. Dude,
Come
that's
on,
crazy.
bro.
Why would you leave us hanging on pulverize? That's brutal.
Like, you could have picked any turn to step away from the computer, and it's when I'm, like, frothing at the mouth to throw pulverize at you. He's watching stream. He's coming to my house. Oh my god, dude.
He's leaving us hanging. Okay, here we go, finally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You think he takes 14 and tries to play through it? Nope, never mind. Let's see what we get out of his deck. I wonder how many 2 blocks are in that hand.
I'm hoping at least one. None.
Okay. Those are some good cards.
I mean, I was like, that's not bad.
Mainly a Savage Feast is the card I was happy seeing him block with.
Yeah. The funny part is, like, we can also, like, throw a boulder drop next turn if we want to force extra cards.
That is true.
Instead of just throwing sledge.
I love Pulverize just eating 4 cards from my opponent's deck.
How is the power of fatigue? I gotta say, like, this deck's been a lot of fun tonight.
We made a few misplays against Dorinthea. It does show you the Dorinthea game that if you misplay, you will lose the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are we gonna
Okay.
pitch encroachment and ovation to throw boulder drop Arsenal CZ?
Yeah. You figured it out. Throw the disruption, Arsenal disruption. You are a Guardian player.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's too easy.
It's too easy.
That's why we lost to Dory.
understands.
Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, just kidding.
I don't actually think they have like any good cards left in their deck.
I don't think they have the damage to kill us from here. I mean, are we just blocking double smash up and then pitching the test of Iron Grip again?
Oh yeah, we're just putting it back down.
Feels like there's no reason to block with it here.
Bottom that. Bottom that.
Man, come on!
Oh my god. You suck at this.
Come on, Arsenal something, bro. I want to throw CNC at you.
There was this one game I was playing against the Syndra, Arsenal CNC, and they tried to play 4-card hands against me the entire game to play around CNC, and I just fatigued them. Dude,
That's probably like a dream for you, right? Like they
dude,
just.
I was like, you want to play 4-on-4 cards? I play Iron Grip.
I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Like,
Like you love that.
and I was like, I'm not Verdant. I'm not kidding. You can't do that to me.
Oh, you gotta take Sledge. I mean, unless your hand just doesn't do anything, you gotta take Sledges from here. Like, I feel like we're at the point in the game where like our opponent has to like start rolling scabs every turn if they want to beat us. I think I've seen more canceled blocks this game than I have seen like maybe ever playing Talishar.
Oh, I see. You haven't played Talishar a lot then.
All right, dog.
Dog.
I mean, I cancel blocks every now and again, but like I feel like most of the time I'm pretty like quick when it comes to like picking what I'm gonna block with on each combat chain.
Yes, the defense reactions.
Oh my god, dude. I love seeing this. How many sinks have we seen?
That's all of them.
This all of
That's the last
them?
sync. Yeah, we gripped one of them.
And then there's another reckless swing somewhere in the deck.
Yeah, potentially. That won't matter though.
We saw him pitch it earlier. And I don't think we're ever going to be low enough life for that to really matter, but just in case.
Oh, there's our turning point. We are lower life.
We just block with righteous cleansing here.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Everyone forgets how to play when you send in Sledge for the 15th time.
Just pass.
Is this like other claw?
It is other claw, but I just want him to pass.
Sledge hit him in the head too hard. What would we even do if they passed?
I'd throw CNC.
I mean, we're just gonna do that anyway, right?
I
Like,
know,
if they throw claw,
but I want him to have an arsenal when I do it.
Oh, I mean, sure. Oh, are they going to?
I love roll scab skins and then not use both action point. That's a banger.
Amazing. Are we gonna keep the turning
I'd pitch
point?
turning. No, you don't. Just in case they like
Intimid or something?
take 6. Yeah, I mean, this looks like pummel.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Dude.
Let me ask you this. Was there ever a consideration to play a 1 of pummel?
Yeah, but it blocks 2.
Lame.
I know.
Pummel's
what about
like,
a blue pummel?
yo, you're talking my language.
Oh.
Dude. Yes.
Dude.
Throw swing big at us so that we can cover it up and get another and throw Sledge twice. They put Beatdown and Strongest Survive on the bottom. Cool. We're gonna Arsenal Staunch Response.
Dude, we could almost Tunic Sledge.
Do they have any swing bigs left? Yeah. There's one. Throw it at me, big boy. Throw that swing big at me. Oh, somebody asked, did you ever consider playing Grind Them Down?
No.
That's the 3 for 7 attack, right? That like Mills cards if it crushes or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It kind of sucks. It just like, why do all these cards with mediocre effects have crush?
I mean, it feels like if you were going to play something like that, it would be that or Hostile Encroachment. And Hostile Encroachment just has such a powerful late
Hostile
game.
Encroachment's broken.
Banger.
People ask me this one. People ask me this one a lot. They ask me
discarded a 5 and ends the turn.
People ask me why I don't play
Are we just throwing Macho?
Pack Perfect. No, I just swing Sledge. It's more BM to throw sledge.
All right.
Better-
All right. So people
better
ask you why
deck
you don't play
than-
Peg Perfect.
Yeah. And it incentivizes your opponent to not block. That's all you want your opponent to do.
That's fair.
That's it. You know, Daily Grind should have been an aura with suspense.
Well, that would have been cool.
Mm-hmm. It'd have been broken. It would have been great.
Why throw Peck Perfect when you can just throw Righteous Cleansing? That's what I'm talking about, Thomas. Tell him.
That's true. Or Pulverize.
I mean, either one.
Okay, he's cooking. He's got a rum.
All right. So rum.
Oh, dude, you just like missed the coolest thing ever.
Oh, Ripple Away.
You could ripple the rum. Anyway, we'll just play out the turn, just like block 6. So sure. Actually, can I take his grave? I don't want to get like shot by sin packing.
All the sin packings are gone.
Okay.
I was tracking those
Block
earlier.
6.
Yeah, there they are. Block with a Ripple Away for BM. Let them know we had it.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna staunch the next thing, and the arsenal overcrowded. Man, this guy's really bad at intimidating. Oh my goodness! Wait. Give gloves. Wait, no. Do we give armor to get a quicken token? Oh, it makes the overcrowded block for more. It's actually technically correct. dude, that's so sick.
So block like this.
Yeah, and then make a toughness and play staunch.
Do we want to use Tunic to make an extra toughness?
No. We need the Tunic to swing our sledge 15 times. Dude, the quicken token making my overcrowded block for one more is crazy because we're not using it.
All right, so we're just gonna arsenal this and pass. Use that rum token.
Hair limb from limb. Okay. Discard like a 5. Oh, discarded a sea leg. Dude, this guy's good.
Dude, we're
Never
getting cooked right now.
We're getting juiced. Never mind. Just block it out.
I mean, do we just block with this too? I guess. Like,
Yeah, and just play the fate, and then Tunic counter sledge.
this is
That was sick.
hysterical.
I know. You could do whatever you want with a CNC.
I was like, does it matter
It
what
doesn't
we do?
matter.
I feel like we could take our CNC and throw it across the event hall and win from here.
Oh, that's true. If he does last for 2 more minutes, you do have to leave in 2 minutes.
Oh,
He's got you.
No. It'll wait.
He's fatiguing you.
It'll wait to send a message. It'll wait to send a message.
Dude, smell fear, huh?
So I think it's official that Trent is dead in Twitch chat. Like he's just officially stroked out and he's just dead.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, use a rum. Here we go.
Sick.
Like, do we make toughness tokens with Dig in here?
No, that's actually like super BM.
So just block disable, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's not BM. Dang it, we messed up. We misplayed.
Yo.
Block dig in and then make a toughness pitching the CNC. Yeah, I know. We just like totally did this completely weird. We should have blocked with the red and pitched simply. It's not gonna matter, but we should arsenal the pedestal.
Okay.
I'm gonna start encroachment looping him. So we should be drawing up into one. And sometime unless it's in the graveyard already.
No, I think it's next hand, right? I don't think we
Is
blocked
it?
with it yet. I'm pretty sure our next hand
We
is
pitched,
like
we pitched it back to the deck, right? It should be like on the top of the deck, right? Oh, we got a 6.
it is our next hand is Oasis Respite, Test of Iron Grip, and a 7 or something like that, I think.
I think it's on the top of the deck. All right, let's just block Iron Grip and like Thunderquake. I mean, we're never gonna lose the clash, right? So yeah, we won with the 5. We get intimidated. No.
No, blowout, we're getting intimidated.
Yeah, by our own Test of Iron Grip.
I mean, I guess we just block this.
Block. Yeah, just block it. I want to take the last cards out of his deck with encroachment.
It's like it's about sending a message.
Dude,
It's so toxic.
Dude, that's how I play on Teleshard.
It's so toxic, Damien.
Is it?
Bro,
Is
I'm
it?
so
It
here
kinda
for
is.
it.
Dude. Yeah. Pass.
Yeah, smash up Oasis something grip. No, just kidding.
No,
where
is it?
I have no idea what I'm talking
Where
about.
is
I'm so far
it?
off in my stack right now.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Oh, rum, here we go.
If I had known this was gonna happen, I would have just pedestaled for Pulverize. Let's block with the smash up. We'll find it ourselves.
I like it. I like it.
Bottom. It's not encroachment.
It's not
We'll figure it out.
hostile encroachment. It's going to the bottom.
About sending a message. We've been intimidated.
Blowout.
Block 2 cards. And then pass. We have to... Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it.
We're not gonna swing the sledge here.
No, not even worth it. I want to take it like if you put him too low, then we can't crush him twice.
Dog.
Dog.
That's so toxic, Damien. Like, do you understand how incredibly toxic that is?
Yes. Let's Tunic Oasis it.
Yeah, let's just waste the toughness tokens. I love it. I love it.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter.
Not that
one?
claw. That claw. Yeah, that one.
Dude, pick the right one for ultimate BM.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna pitch Cranial Crush to throw encroachment.
Yeah, break the chain and then put it on the top of the deck.
Concession incoming.
Probably. You know, when he attack with it, he does get to draw a card.
Oh, blowout. It's insane. There's so much value.
Blowout. Yeah. Infinity value. Dude, that would have been a great time for Talakar to crash.
He'd have been sitting there going, I think I've got a chance. Trent just said, I'm in the fetal position crying on the floor. Ooh, here's an interesting question. Would you play Count Your Blessings at this deck if we had access to it, Damien?
Yeah, I definitely would. Now we play the Arsenal and put Pulverize on top because he's got no more cards in his deck.
Oh, even better. We don't even need the encroachment. Why not?
No, it's time to start throwing heavy hitters. See what I did there?
I do see what you did there.
Oh, we have an Iron Grip on our deck? Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
I knew there was one more somewhere. We're so bad at this game. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's see. Good game, friend. Good game.
Dude, if I could play CYB 9 smash up and bottom the blue CYBs without ever drawing them.
Thomas literally said yes in all caps in chat when we talked about CYP.
It'd be such a polarizing deck. All right, so we lost the favorite matchup and then beat an unfavored matchup. What a good night. We're even so far.
You love to see it. Are you playing this deck to increase watch time? Somebody just asked. Elaine, that's too funny. That's so good. Okay, so Damien, we've talked about the deck. We've played the deck a little bit. You know, we lost to a teammate of yours. We beat a favored matchup, or an unfavored matchup, I mean. Is there anything else you want to talk about really quick before we wrap this up when we talk about the deck?
Oh no, not really. I mean, if we didn't misplay the Dorinthea matchup and I lost, no hero would go back in the deck, and it would just invalidate Dawnblade.
All right, I like it.
Yeah. But don't worry, I'm not tilted, so the deck doesn't change today.
Oh, that's too good. Okay, so in case you guys missed it earlier, if you are interested in the Fatigueadeez deck, there is a metafy guide that Damien and Thomas, you guys both put it together, correct?
Yeah. I basically was too lazy to write it, and so I told him the words to go on the page.
Interesting. All right. So
Yep.
Thomas and Damien have wrote a metafy guide about the Fatigueadeez deck. If you are interested in that, you can find the link to that in my Discord after the stream. I'm going to get it from Damien. I'm going to throw it up there. And yeah, I mean, this was a great stream. Damien, thank you so much for being here. I had a blast. This was a lot of fun tonight.
Oh, me too. So are you a Pleiades main now?
Oh, dog, get out of here. Dog, get out of here, bro. I swear, this guy. Get out of here. All right.
So right. I would say you're playing this the next Battle Hardened, but you got to play Prism. And I watched your Prism gameplay the other day, and I was screaming.
Dog.
All right, so that's all I have.
I'm not a good Prism player, I swear. Oh, my RTN this weekend actually got moved because of the snow coming in, I swear. So I'm playing Prism next weekend at an RTN, of all things.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Damien, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Guys, thank you for hanging out in the chat tonight. Appreciate you guys chilling. No streams this weekend, Armory tomorrow, and honestly, I'm going to enjoy the weekend off and hang out with Carly all weekend since my RTN got moved. So we'll be back on Monday.
Aggro.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your favorite card in the deck after playing it 2 times?
My favorite card in the deck?
Mm-hmm. It includes equipment, everything. What's your favorite card in the deck?
My favorite card in the deck after 2 games of playing it. I don't know. I don't want to like pick a basic answer. I want to like pick something fun, but like I don't know. Like I'm still a sucker for these instant speed auras. Like in the palm of your hand might be my favorite card in the deck.
Dude, Palm was crazy. I'm so happy that the RTN season I chose to play this deck, Palm was the top 4 promo.
Yeah, right? No, I know. How
Dude,
cool is that?
I was like sick.
You were making the card look like, good all RTN season? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect, dude. It's perfect.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, and I will see you guys on Monday. Take it easy, guys.
See ya.